in the last issues of the Argonauts, you guys went to Paris expecting a fight. Instead, Prometheus somehow got himself a very clingy fiance.
And Zach got to live out one of his fantasies of being the Squip.
But now is not the time for romance, because while you guys were doing that, the Omega Scouts were sent out to rescue Sibo from Torbent's castle and were successful. Now it's been some time from that, and it's time to prepare to storm the castle again. But you guys need to come up with a plan. So, what allies are you guys bringing to this meeting?
Well, for his advice, I mean, he knows the ways of the multiverse better than us, and we definitely need the three children of Torbent that are on our side. Okay, so we got Wu, we have the Goblin. What was her name?
No.
Allura.
Yeah, we got Allura, we got Sibo, and we have Lexi. We'll need the four of them. Who else do we need for the planning meeting?
How about some? Should we bring some more superheroes along?
That depends. Like, how big do we want the squad going in to be?
That's right. We should.
Depending on how we want to go in.
Yeah, if we go quiet, less people.
Who said this is going into the castle? This is for the plan.
Oh.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out who to bring to the planning meeting. But if we do want other superheroes joining us, we should bring them along so that they're up to speed.
Also, in case we leave some behind to guard the planet while we go in. So, like, okay, we're gonna be gone, so we're gonna need you guys to watch over stuff. Maybe we should link up, like, give a call, have like our, what's his name? The Mexican Tony Stark. What's his name?
Oh,
Diaz.
Diaz. There we go. We should have him like link up with like the international superheroes and say, "Hey, our main group's going in, so be on alert."
Yeah, like we should take Diaz to this meeting just so that he's aware of what's going on, and so that he would know how to coordinate the others properly.
Who's the science chick? What's her name? The one that made like all the portal stuff, the portal gun she made thingy.
That's the Goblin.
No, the other one, our side, the human girl.
Oh, Treble?
Yeah, we need because we need a tech whiz because she's gonna need like okay, I can get you. She'll know. Okay, my machine can get you here and do this and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Should we bring Treble's girlfriend because she's technically a superhero now too?
Yeah, I mean as long as they're all superheroes, we get anybody involved. We should bring some probably Fenrir because he's going to be watching over the Grey since their leader's popping into enemy lines.
I would ask if we should bring Nocturne, but more than likely we're probably going to be hosting this meeting at the Merlin's massive round table, and Nocturne's already there, so I think he'd have an idea of what's going on.
Ooh, we should, what's his name? The Vampire Crusader. Should we invite him?
What do we know about the Vampire Crusader, besides the fact that he is a Vampire Crusader, Ken?
That's about it.
I mean, he kind of hung out with Slim during the tournament, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Slim,
we talked a little bit, and that was about it.
I beat him.
Okay. Actually, speaking of the tournament, I don't know how awkward this would be for Tibia, but like one of his ex-girlfriends was an angel. Is she important?
Well, no,
she's dead.
Yeah, that was her sister.
Oh, way to make the meeting awkward.
But is she important? Should we bring her?
We can't get the white involved. They basically told me straight up, like, if this is like in order to not make it a big war, like only us were involved.
Well, should she at least know what's happening?
I don't know. Would that count as
would
getting
she
involved?
care?
In?
I don't know if she would care, but like should she know is the question I'm asking.
I would say that this whole thing isn't her problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so fuck her. Not like that.
I made up with her anyway, so it's good. Just leave her in peace.
Okay. But do we want the Vampire Crusader? I honestly do not know.
I don't know. He was at the council the first time when we were all meeting early level.
What would he even...
I don't know. What else can a vampire that can use holy magic? That seems kind of cool if we're going into the land of the dead.
Yeah. Well...
Yeah.
I suppose. Because my only concern is who's potentially a traitor. So we're bringing people who we can trust, and the children of Torbent we have with us hate him. So.
Mm-hmm.
we want to bring the ethereal in some way. Or Stardust.
Well, we'll have to tell her to, you guys to protect the Earth probably while we're gone, because you'll have to lead the group.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to tell Diaz to get to you guys, because like I think Stardust and Ethereal are gonna be at the forefront of that, and Oz, because like Oz at this point is like rated God of Thunder, so he needs to be home.
What? Ratman? What did I have in my notes? Who's Ratman?
He's a man shaped like a rat.
Ratman equals
rat
brother
shaped like a man.
equals pestilence.
Half man.
What does
half
that mean?
rat.
He was in the tournament. Brutus, the Rat King.
Oh,
there you go.
Was he an ally, or I don't remember?
No, he
just kind of just showed up for the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Half man, half rat, all sex machine.
I don't know. He's called the Rat King. He's probably Just mention children, and we totally got it.
Okay, so Tibia will probably tell.
Took your children.
The only thing,
son of a bitch.
The only reason I can think of to bring the Vampire Crusader is if we want to use him and a group of other supers as a distraction. Because we'll need a way in, and if we just show up there and start attacking, they're gonna send all their forces at us. So we'll need something.
AOE. Oh, the ninja chick, the one that didn't fight us at the island.
Mm-hmm.
Who is she? Is she an ally, or is she just kind of like a villain that's not our problem?
I think she's an anti-hero.
Anti-hero that's more tied to Ethereal and Stardust.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going.
Like I imagine in their spin-off book, she's like reoccurring.
Yeah. We got some ant people on our side. All of
that's right.
Your girlfriend's forces.
Well, that's some, not all of them, and we have no guarantee that they'll actually work with us. Because from what we learned from that session, the ant people are incredibly dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Kurt Brunfell, I have a note saying Kurt Brunhill, and it's underneath the Convergent Tower. I don't know what that means.
I don't remember who that is either.
I don't know who that is.
Well, it's in my notes, and then there's Tony Regal.
Yeah, Diaz's fiance.
All right, we already got Wu there. Hey, which of the who's Willow?
Willow was a ghost. He was a villain.
That's right, we killed
him.
Yeah,
Willow's dead. You threw him into the sun.
That's right, that dude. Okay, he should have been a bastard.
Jesus.
I say we let Sister Joy out. No.
Do we want to bring the tiger?
Yes, we are bringing the tiger.
Fuck all of you.
Hey, last ditch effort. What we'll do is we'll have Beetlejuice become the tiger.
Do we want to bring Beetlejuice to this meeting? I don't think it would.
No, we're not bringing him to the meeting.
That session is barely canon. It's only canon because no one died.
Yeah, if it's gonna be a TPK, someone's just gonna have to say his name 3 times, and then then we'll just see what happens, because then he'll be
I think the end result will be worse than if we fail to save the day.
Yeah, but we'll be dead. So.
No one's summoning Beetlejuice.
Damn it! There's an out of context quote.
Like, I think summoning Beetlejuice in this setting is the equivalent to starting the apocalypse.
Yeah, put him in like the dark. Hey, I guess I'm in charge now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
I was gonna ask if we should. I was gonna ask if we should invite any representatives from the Gray, but then I remembered Tibia technically rules that realm. So yeah, he is a representative from the Gray.
Can the president come, or should it be one of his or one of the generals?
No,
Maybe.
I think the
Hollow would think so.
Well, not him personally, though.
President Eric may be busy, but there is general company.
Okay.
Well,
that's right. He's the one in charge of all the Suicide Squad. That dude, yeah. He has information. He has got all that tech that the robot thing. Ooh, the robot thing should be there.
Definitely them. I forgot about that detail. So yeah, at least general company, so that they could fill us in.
What was the name of that robot? Bright Star or something?
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. There we go.
I was thinking of Jack from Gears of War.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We need Captain Hook's time stop ability. If watch.
Well,
the U.S. Army's still trying to figure that arm out.
Okay.
well, Alpha has need of a spare arm. Maybe I'm not suggesting we use that, but yeah.
Who is?
Actually, I don't even remember if it was the same arm because, like, I think it was my left arm. I can't remember if it was his left arm that got taken off. So he's like the Winter Soldier now.
Who's Nikki Sanders?
Nah, no one important.
Oh, that was all right. She was in Maine. Campsite, Sleepy Peak.
Oh yeah, and Mickey Sanders. That's Agony, the little girl that Valiant experimented on.
Oh yeah, let's not bring her. Shem Ra. That's the genie, right? No. Who's Shem Ra, the collector? Who's that?
I think.
Oh, that's part of that was part of Harlan's backstory.
Oh, okay.
She's a torso floating in space.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still alive, but is that really living?
True.
God no.
Depends on your definition.
I can't find really any more notes that are confusing me. Not many names. It's been a long time. We're already getting the heroes we know.
Okay, so this is the working list we have so far. Does anyone need to be added to this?
Well, Laura misspelled, but okay, yeah.
And I'm guessing, Nocturne's going to be there because we're in the Merlin's Guild.
Yeah.
What was their what was her name? The one with the dog head.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, is she still in the Merlin's Guild?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so she'll probably be there anyway.
What's Trevor's girlfriend's name?
The bar?
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle.
Yeah, that's Belfast, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's also got the one the Common
Chimera
Rider
coin.
crystal, Chimera coin.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. Yeah, the Titan crystal was evil. The Chimera coin was its good opposite.
Wasn't there? Isn't there someone? Slim, can you think of anybody? I keep thinking we're forgetting somebody. I mean, we can't bring Oz. He's retired, but we'll probably say, "Hey, Oz, you and Ethereal and Prince Stardust, just keep an eye out."
Well, we're gonna tell Diaz, and Diaz has direct links to them, so
Yeah.
he'll pass along the message for us.
Yeah.
But all right, here is the real question: do we want to bring the Vampire Crusader?
I don't know. I guess that's up to the guild master. I mean, we haven't really interacted with the dude. What side was he even on? I forget.
He's from the White.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
like
he can't even get involved.
Have issues.
Well, yeah, his deal was that he was super religious and super into God, despite being a vampire.
Okay, but if he's part of the White, he
have
can't help.
issues. Don't they?
Well, they all have issues with the dark, but he would have to defect
yeah,
and then...
I think this list is good for now.
Wait,
Like,
what is it? What's his name? I had something and I lost it because I was thinking of Vampire Crusaders. The dog, the angry corgi.
He's from the White.
Okay, damn it.
He's in charge.
So we can't get any of these heavy hitters from the White because we're like, well, this ain't our war. It's like, you bastards.
Pretty much.
Then again, the Crusader, doesn't he? Wasn't there someone in the White that's got a big hate boner for Torbent?
Most of them.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wu is Torbent's son, so.
But he's not technically affiliated with the White?
He just lives there.
Okay, that's who I was thinking of then. Okay, I thought I was forgetting somebody.
He's okay, I forget, the name of this comic book character is not coming to mind, but his thing was he used to be evil, but then he changed his ways and became good, and the White helped with that.
I'm just imagining we used to be bad, now we're good, and it shows us three guys with the mustaches.
Well, because remember, Wu is the embodiment of wrath.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have Karate Man in the story. Wu is Akuma. That's pretty much what he is.
I don't know. Karate Man will be told by the rest, "Hey, I don't want him at the meeting. Let's go punch."
He just got out of the hospital.
I want to go punch things.
I want to go punch things. I was in a coma, but still able to hear nothing but Weird Al for 3 weeks.
Oh my God,
no.
that's right. We left the radio.
No, we're gonna leave. We're not gonna tell Karate Man anything that's going to happen, and somehow when it reaches Earth, he'll still be involved. Like we're just gonna hear about something he did. That helped.
I will say, whenever we eventually do go storming the castle, I'm gonna leave Hubert, and I'll have like Ethereal and Prince Stardust check up on him, but I'll also leave him with my stoner friends.
All right, let's get this meeting underway.
Did anybody bring the donuts? Oh God damn it, Tibia! I didn't think of it.
Tibia,
How about that justice system?
Tibia, do you even eat?
I can, but I don't want to.
But this a small pink demigod told me that no one could be mad with a never-ending box of assorted donuts.
Who told you that?
And who's talking?
Damn my gluten intolerance.
All right, let's get this meeting underway.
Right, well, with the list you've made in the Merlin's offices, all the people that you've invited. Well, all your people plus Mr. Blue Sky, since he's a robot.
Can I ask a question as we're arriving?
Sure.
Since I'm probably blinging Lexi and Wu, do they have any reaction? Actually, Allura as well. Do they have any reaction to seeing Sibo again? Because as far as we were aware, they were. Because he'd been in a coma for years, like
we did
centuries
tell
even.
them, but we don't know if they met or not.
Yeah, like we didn't tell them anything about what they were. We didn't even know that he was being brought back. So yeah, do they have any reaction to seeing Sibo?
Well, let's see. Well, Laura, while she knows who he is, she's never really met him, so she's definitely kind of shocked to see him there and awake, even if he is in a wheelchair with an IV.
Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah, he needed medical attention.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the rest, the other two, they're definitely just shocked just to see him. Like, the more shocked that he's awake than the fact that he's there.
Mm-hmm. It's like I suppose I'll ask the question since I'm the blunt one. Who's this?
Who are you pointing to?
Sibo. Like I don't know who he is.
You were there.
Were we?
I was there.
You were there last session, weren't you?
No, that was the Suicide Squad, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Suicide Squad was the one that got him out. We didn't know that mission was going on, didn't we?
Yeah,
Did Prometheus
Hollow did. Hollow knew, but we didn't.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were there when they brought him. Okay, so
Yeah, that was just Hollow.
Yeah, Hollow knows.
Oh yeah, that was just Hollow and Tibia.
I mean, Tibia would know what he looks like. I've talked with the guy astral projection wise, and yeah, I think who was with me with the mirror? We saw him whenever he messed up the magic mirror, and then we convinced him, "Hey, we're good guys." Wasn't that Hollow?
Well, Alpha is still going to. Prometheus is still going to ask. Just
yeah, no,
I
I thought you guys were all there when we woke up. No, Tibia was just there to give. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
Lexi goes, that's my brother Sibo. I'm shocked to see him here because he's been asleep for like 2 decades.
This is looks over to Tibia. This is the guy we were going through so much trouble to get.
Yes. I told you he was a bad man.
Remind me what he looks like.
He looks like a bird man.
Imagine if a plague doctor was a bird person instead of a outfit.
Oh,
that's so awesome.
And gauntishly malnourished. That's just creepy.
Yeah, kind of like the crow people from Dark Souls without the huge ass.
You're
yeah. Why do they have big asses?
You're talking about that one Smith. I know who you're talking about. Okay, I know what to mention now. It's like
Japan is a very strange place.
But he goes. Bessie goes. I was brought here because one, your friend Tibia here. He agreed to get me out of here before you guys stormed the castle. That and, well, I've been informed that Tibia's been hiring one Dr. Mortimer Gotch in order to for potions and whatnot. Gotch is good, but he's an amateur compared to me.
Oh, it's like, well, for all the trouble it was worth to get you, I hope you can help.
I think I have. I have something. He kind of pats a nearby bag. I have something that'll be useful for you guys, but I'll bring it up later.
All right. All right.
By the way, I'm dating your sister. What? As he walked through the door.
I am not going to mention that if Lexi wants to bring that up to them.
I know, I'm just joking.
I think Alpha still would.
I think they figured it out because I'm going to say Lexi's just like 3 or 4 arms are just wrapped around one of yours.
Mine.
Yeah. I don't. Just because it's his Alpha's personality, I don't think he still would have told Wu this because I don't know how he would react. So yeah, this is probably Wu's first time hearing about this.
What's this, Alpha? I trained you and now you're banging my sister? How could you?
Wu kind of just looks at you, looks at her, clinging to you, looks back at you. You poor bastard.
Okay. It's like,
Poor bastard, I say it's a fun job.
well, she's currently attached to me, so I can't say what I want without her running the risk of her hearing me. So never mind.
Yes.
Like, actually, can I roll stealth to whisper to whisper to? Crap! Why do I keep forgetting people's names in this story? Zach, what's your character's name?
Uriel.
Can I roll stealth to whisper to Uriel without
sure.
hearing
I'm
me?
currently sitting on the floor, but
You just lean down.
I mean, I'm aware this.
Activate something.
I mean, you could try. There's a chance she doesn't see and hear you, but you could try.
I
then
know
again,
this is, I'm gonna do it anyway, just for the sake of fun, being funny.
then
I
again,
guess
when
it's a
sitting,
big axe
Uriel's
for
this
stealth.
tall.
That's a big guy.
I rolled an 11 for stealth.
Yeah. Well, say what you're gonna say.
I just whisper to Uriel. Have you ever woken up suddenly finding that you're suddenly tied with spider silk and you don't know how that happened?
So you were out of bed.
Uriel looks at Alpha and just kind of says, "It was 1733, and the nuns were getting freaky."
What the?
What?
Wait, what did I miss there? Sorry.
But you never mind, Slim Pickens and the indiscretions of the nuns.
It's a very interesting laugh.
Nuns get lonely.
Like, but I mean, like, you're lucky I am.
Tuck
Who I
that
am.
with the chance
I
with
don't
stick.
think I don't think a normal person could have escaped those threats.
I just look at Hollow and go, just shrug.
Shrug back, just kind of like. Anyway, don't we have something important to be doing?
Yes, the donuts. Who forgot the donuts? It was me.
Why do you want donuts?
I'm just kidding.
It was me, Austin.
Who is Austin? Who's Austin?
Okay.
But yeah, General kind of goes, yes, we were invited to this strange land, and for some sort to figure out a exact plan of what we're doing at this point.
Well, we're very well.
So I take a seat, I guess? Are we at around the big table or something?
Yes, you're at the big round table. Like everyone that you
Yay.
invite is there.
I'll sit at the end because I know Lexi is inevitably going to sit next to me.
What end?
Yeah,
The
it's a
table's
circle.
round.
I mean, like the
We're
ends
all
of
equal.
the ends of wherever the Argonauts are sitting.
Oh. I will sit at the end of the other end of the Argonauts, and I'll have Fenrir next to me.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So. Okay, we all know we have to go into the dark. How are we going to do that?
That's actually a very good question. How do we cross dimensions? I mean, I know we got here, but how are we going to get there?
Only we had a man.
Well, you got. I mean, not to pipe out. Haven't you guys done this several times before? I mean, isn't that how Sibo got here?
I just look, I'm on. Actually, I don't know how Sibo got here. All I know is I was invited by Hollow and this man in his floating machine, and he was there.
So, wait, Hollow, how did
Service.
you guys get to the dark? Like, I'm addressing
I
general
didn't know.
company as well.
Well, with help from Mr. Lord here, we managed to program a map and use one of those conversion needles she made in order to give Mr. Blue Sky here the ability to transport him and a small group into the black.
So that tiny robot there is our ticket there.
He's not tiny.
Tiny is the size of a person.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's a big dude.
Oh, I thought it was Jack. It was like, so,
don't you remember
so
he choked your character out? Like he picked her up
yeah,
by the
he
neck?
did. Oh yeah, he did. but yeah, it's like, so the robot is our ticket in, at least for now.
He can't be depending on what we decide to do here, because unlike rescuing the Birdman here, this doesn't seem like it'd be a simple stealth mission, and especially with him gone, and from the report, one of the major people who were working for this tour band was killed during that mission. They may be alerted to our presence.
Who did these operatives kill?
They killed a man by the name of Hook.
Does Tibia know who that is?
You can roll.
What was that, just intelligence or something?
Yeah.
29.
With that name and you being aware that one of the realms that was absorbed by the Black at some point was Neverland, a certain pirate captain comes to your mind.
Ah, yes.
A pirate captain who you're definitely familiar with because, well, you know how you have a bag full of marbles that represents failed broken children.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Ah, yes, Captain James Hook. He's a formidable opponent, been there since the conquering of Neverland. These operatives are skilled.
Wait,
well, hopefully you guys are more skilled, considering that you defeated each and every one of them.
All right, Hollow did tell us about that, so...
Okay. So, that actually leads into something else we should be discussing. So we can get there. So where are we going once we're there? Because aside from the four of you, none of us know the landscape of this realm.
Weren't we gonna go to the vaults? I forget.
What's in the dark? Where's Torben's palace? What does it look like? Do we even know? Do we even have any remote idea what the layout of it even is?
Yeah, that could be a problem. Like, even if I give you a map again, that could be useful, but at the at the same time, there's the whole thing that mentioned of them being alert to us. Also, let's not forget that that father does have an army.
He's also still got, what's his name? Gerald the Gluttonous, Geneva the Greedy, and also Jack on his side. So that's 4 bosses right there.
The Glutton... We encounter the Gluttonous bastard. He's mine. He still owes me an arm.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not careful, you'll owe him an entire meal.
Like,
we'll pass up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to draw Gerald out very easily. I mean, kind of feels wrong to insult my own brother, but I'm pretty sure I've never heard that man say any words that were more than 1 syllable.
I mean, the only reason he got involved last time was because, well, your sister there was sending us to him, but then Tibia brought him to us.
Yeah, he was enjoying a nice summer evening in his pool and went, "What the f-?" And then we started kicking his ass like, "You bastards!" Let's see.
Once we cross over into the dark, where are we even going? Like, do we have? It's like you send in a squad of soldiers to get at Sibo. Do you not have a layout of this place?
It wasn't a squad of soldiers.
We've said twice that we do, but the moment pops up. I was thinking a potential plan. If Torbent does have an army, we could send a mixture of our allies, the members of my guild, hold a bunch of soldiers to fight them while you guys are inside the castle dealing with the big guns.
I see.
That could work. That could work. However,
be fast though.
However, like we still have no idea what we'd be facing when we even get inside. Like we know Torbent's 2 remaining children, but what else does he have in there?
Actually, we have a few well, we have 3 of. Wait, hold on.
4.
Yeah, 4 of his children here now. Do any of you have any insight into the palace? Surely you've been in there before.
I mean, we lived there for a good chunk of our lives.
So besides your 2 remaining siblings, Jack, and what other nasty surprises would await if your father was on high alert?
That is, not sure. I mean, it is possible. I mean, we can't rule out the possibility of him like hiring random mercenaries, but we can't say for sure.
What mercenaries could he hire in this realm? Like here on Earth, mercenary just means people with guns. Like
he's kidnapped Neverland. He had Oz. Didn't he also have Wonderland?
Wonderland and Elmont, which was Donovan's home realm.
Uriel raises a paw.
Yes.
Speaking of all, didn't you and the points at Tibia, didn't you and the doctor fellow turn that land of Oz into a smoking crater?
Yes, the land. That does not mean the residents are all gone. The dock is expansive, and they swallow everything.
Uriel looks at you. Turned the land of Oz into a smoking crater. I'm fairly certain the residents of Oz are dead.
We're all dead, Dave. We're dead.
Well, considering whoever was living in that area, because when the Grey absorbs a realm, it just becomes part of it, like a mismatched puzzle.
Exactly, and also because James Hook was not in Neverland, he was in the castle.
So,
it's possible that there could be survivors if they just weren't there at the time.
And they'll probably undoubtedly want revenge on whoever turned their land into a smoldering crater.
I don't know if the movies are anything to go by. I don't think anyone would have left Oz. I mean, this is a group of people that decide their hierarchy based upon height and femininity.
So wait, Tibia, everything we know about these places are Tibia. Everything we know about these places are like stories and children's fairy tales. How much of that is real?
Ken, would it be safe to assume that like all the kidified versions, but it'd be more akin to, oh, here's the fairy tales you know, but here's what Grimm actually wrote?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Okay, let's see. What's a good example? You know how you have your cartoon movies with, like, say, Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty and the like?
Yes.
If you look back on the original writings of the authors, the Grimm, the brothers Grimm, think that your Germanic fairy tales were very, very frightening for children.
So nothing good.
Who pipes up? Yes. From my understanding, actually no, this would be favorable not done. Yes, from my understanding, a lot of your fairy tales do have some truth into them, but you know, made more approachable over the years. And now we pipes up. Yes, I remember from years ago a conversation I overheard. Apparently, the reason Joy was even born is because she purposely found a woman who was a descendant of Snow White.
Oh. Well, we didn't know that.
So, well, if she was a descendant of Snow White or not, she killed, what was her name? Greta? The one cop chick?
Hilda.
Yeah,
Hilda, that was her name, yeah.
She didn't just kill her, she killed all the cops.
I know, but Hilda was our favorite because she was like one of the cool cops.
So in addition to armies of ant people, we can expect fairy tale characters that are actually scary.
Playing cards, flying monkeys. I don't know if the Lost Boys are still around. If they're that desperate, Lexi says.
Lost Boys. I mean, I know who they are out of character. I'm asking in character.
Would they still be boys, even if being absolved into the dark?
They probably rapidly aged.
Oh, good. Nothing like fighting an army of geriatrics. So, Uriel, how'd you win the war? Oh, I beat up Grandpa.
Well,
good job, Kitty.
Well, you're talking cats, and we're about to go into another dimension to fight a Manticore with a flaming mane, who is the god of rage. I think anything is possible here.
But going back to what the Merlins said, a force to take on the main army to distract our infiltration group.
General Cumming holds up a finger. I do have an idea of something we could send against them if we need it for distraction against the army.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, name it.
I look at the robot and I go, more of those? Questioning mark.
It's something that you guys managed to hand to us. Remember? Actually, Hollow, I will say that he did mention this to you like a while ago. Remember that egg you guys found?
Oh right! Oh. The Ethereal's other sibling that we found at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes.
A few months ago it hatched and it's grown quite a bit, and we think best way to put it, we've kept it in a military base, and while we're not too sure if it'll listen to us, it'll listen to through situations that when it has it imprinted on one of the children on the base. It may listen to her.
Like Tibia is like, if it how sapient is it?
It seems very intelligent, but again, it seems to listen to the girl.
I'm just worried about if this is going to turn into a situation that we can't control once it's there. Sure, we might go in and defeat Torben. Okay,
I'm just kind of worried more about because if this thing's only a few months old and it's already big, it's like, yeah, let's send this baby kaiju into battle and then.
How about this? this will be our nuclear option. Like when everything else fails, if we have nothing left to fall back on, then we'll send in the kaiju.
Well, I mean, maybe if we had the other heroes protecting, because I don't want this thing dead. I mean, we went through all the trouble of scooping it up off the ocean.
Wait, how big is it?
Last report I've gone, it's over 100 feet tall.
Jeez!
Oh, shit!
Okay, so maybe it's not... Okay, I was thinking more along the lines of Godzilla Jr. size. That thing's a lot bigger than I thought.
But
I imagine that these characters are still off one of the books in this universe, Millie and her kaiju.
Okay, so...
Okay, if it listens to this child, does the child have to be there? That's what I'm most concerned.
Probably.
So we're gonna need a force to...
We'll call the kaiju our nuclear option.
I don't know. I mean, if it's 100 feet tall, it can take care of yourself. I mean, do you not have your... Stone and Rock have told me all about... not Stone, what's his name? Rock and...
Spud.
Yeah, Rock and Spud have shown me these kaiju films. The bigger the monster, the more able they are able to handle themselves. High five. Death Squad Taminia.
But we'll table the kaiju as the nuclear option for now. Let's iron out the rest of this plan first.
Yeah, I kind of like it. But we kind of a combo, like have them and the army. So like both sides are like, okay, who do we attack? These guys or the monster? Ah, shit, both.
And since he hasn't said anything, he has. And what is exactly my plan? My part of this plan?
He didn't have any robots, so I think it's like mostly... He's the one going to be in control of... You would be the one in control of the remaining heroes, the force to protect the Earth whilst we're gone, in case someone decides to slip through while West on the other side.
Yes, because if Torment is anything like I think he is, he's going to get his revenge in some way, and if we're there wrecking all of his shit, he might send people to Earth to wreck all of our shit, or he might go there himself while we're distracted.
It's not so much Torbent I worry about doing that; it's Jack.
Well, that definitely seems like a good plan. You guys definitely collected over the years we've worked together, we've collected a network of heroes that are more than capable of protecting while you guys are away.
Can they fight Can they fight a god of nightmares?
We could only hope.
There's also the ones we haven't really interacted in the other nations, like the ones in Japan and Europe and Asia.
Like Tibia, I won't lie, because talking with Wu and the others, like, I have a good idea of what Torbent is like. Torbent is an angry ball of hate and rage. We can predict him. He'll fight. He'll just fight us. Jack is smart. He actually knows how to formulate a plan. Like, who's to say us doing this isn't part of his plan, or that he's using Torbent?
He is using Torbent. Jack uses everyone to further whatever goals he has, and none of those goals are good. He was human at one point, after all, and you lot are very, very clever.
So Diaz, we might need some kind of emergency warning system in case something like that happens.
I look to the goblin, Allura, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What? Emergency warning, like what? She points to Tibia. You've handed out marbles to practically every single one of us. I'm pretty sure anyone on Earth could just message you, hey, Jack showed up.
Well, yes, but in the case that somehow those don't work, perhaps technological, because I have not met a lot of the international heroes. I would not be able to contact them.
Also, remember when you fought you fought Joy. How did she fight?
She told everyone to kill themselves, and they did. Out of character.
What if Jack has a power like that? What if
No, the compulsion was from. No, the compulsion power was from her mother's side. Hence, why Jack specifically seduced that woman, her mother.
Yeah, I faced Jack. What? Do I have an idea of his powers?
Mm-hmm.
But his power is that from what you actually roll for that to see if you remember, or if you straight up have fought him instead of just seen him.
Given his title above game, the one thing I'm worried about is like whether or not he has the power the Scarlet Witch does in the MCU, where he can just like induce nightmares in people.
That would have been the other guy we faced, the one that did give us nightmares. 27.
Mm-hmm.
From what you understand, Jack, while not considered that much of a fighter, has known for having an aura that just instills fear. That can make you paralyzed to move or attack.
Oh right, he's got a fear, not nightmares.
Yeah, we already faced the boogeyman. I've gone. His power is able to induce fear on an almost irrational level. Even I can fall victim to that. Here's here's a way to describe it. Remember when everyone saw, and I look at Nocturne's, our friend's true form?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you did. You all puked.
Oh yeah, because I remember like the arena
beat
suddenly
him and
going dark when that happens. Like,
yeah, but I beat him, and then the fog lifted, and he was knocked out in his true form, and you all threw up.
Okay. Oh yeah, that did happen. You're right.
You all, how you reacted? Think of that.
Yes.
Only, I don't believe Jack needs to become that eldritch.
Okay. All right. Because the only thing I worry about is whether or not he can prevent us from he can prevent you guys from calling us. Like, because what? And if that does happen, we might have to make a hard decision. If Jack invades Earth, which one of us are going to stay to fight Torment, and which one of us are going to go deal with him?
I say we do both. We do have all of these friends, remember? We still have the Professor, the Ethereal, and Prince, and all the many other heroes we've gathered. They are not weaklings. They may even during the invasion they held their own. All I say is, it's perhaps we would probably be the cavalry if that were the case. I mean, we also still have the entire United States military, right, Hollow?
That's not the general company.
The United States military, and if it's an invasion of the entire world, I'm pretty sure any nation that they enter would fight back.
Wait a minute. I look to what's your girlfriend? Sylvia? No,
Lexi.
I look to Lexi. Do you still have command over any more of those ant people name? What is it?
Kraken.
Do you have how many Kraken do you have under your command, Lexi?
I wouldn't say I have command over them, or that I've been sending that before moving in with my heavy over here that I gave that I talked to them to, I guess, plant a seed of rebellion in them.
See. So how many would you say would be rebellious?
Well, considering that it's very easy to sway them, if one was convinced, it could be a domino effect. So honestly, as unhelpful as this, as from one to all of them.
So we have no idea what the effect of this would even be.
Yeah, we could get one to all of them though, so we don't. That still want like a lot of them not fighting us would be good.
Well, this actually leads to a question we were going to have to get to at some point. Might as well discuss it now. I look to Torbent's 4 children. What are the 4 of you going to be doing?
Sibo goes, well, I can't really do much from this chair, but I have helped him. But I have helped him a way I can, and he opens up the bag and and as he places, he removes 10 what kind of look like oblong crystal holes. These are, I guess the best way to put it, solid health potions, just so they wouldn't shatter.
Oh.
If you guys are injured, just eat one of these and it'll bring you back to full health. Out of character, the DM saying that within the next 4 sessions, you can only heal twice each.
Oh!
So pick and choose.
Okay. I'm going to write down we have 2 heals.
Do these bring us back to full health, or is it...
Full health, yeah.
He said full health.
But yeah, you guys seen this? Like it's that, like I said, it's just a solid health potion instead of like a drink. It's like best way to describe. Imagine like a solid piece of a solid piece of like rock candy.
It tastes like black licorice. Yeah, just throw it away.
It's black licorice or death. Decide.
Kill me now, God.
Okay, so yeah, that.
Thank you, Sibo. This is quite helpful. The only other way we get healed is if he shoots us.
Well, we can't.
I pointed Slim.
we might not be able to rely on that forever. So,
Wu pipes in. I'm definitely going to be if there's an army. As much as I would love to take down my father, that doesn't seem to be my part of the plan. So I'll be fighting alongside whatever troops they send into the black.
Oh, I see.
I have a question, and I'm aware this might put you out on the forefront, but this might also give you something you want. I just don't know if we want to put you at that level of risk. Could you distract your father? Could you get him to leave the palace?
Ooh, like if his son's on the battlefield? Ooh.
Yeah.
But then again, do we want that? We kind of want to confront him in the palace, away from his guards.
Here's the thing. If we can get him out of the palace, we could get in, take care of his side, and then we could lay our own ambush when he gets back.
I think if he's on the battlefield, all the other forces are gonna die.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
That's like let's lure Sephiroth out. We'll go get all the other side characters, and then we'll while our NPCs deal with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in the end, they're still fighting Sephiroth. They're probably going to die.
Okay, so you'll be commanding the army, one of the armies. Let's see. What do the other siblings say?
Well, let's see. Well, since I've planted that seed of rebellion in the Kraken, I could, in their language, shout to them that it's time to rise up, and if they believe me, they could turn. So I guess I'd be on the battlefield as well.
Cool. All right, some more forces.
And Laura, I think it's best that I help Diaz organize the heroes.
Yes.
I think that would help, but it might also be wiser if we left you with General Company just in case we need to send in the nuclear option. We have you for that.
Yeah, she does have the know-how to teleport.
Very well.
Speaking of this nuclear option, this little girl that has bonded with the kaiju, who would be the best to watch over the child as she commands it? He goes, personally, I think you would be the best, Nocten.
Do you want to get directly involved?
I could even fight if you guys want that of me. I mean, I saw how statement people reacted to my true form when I was knocked well, I've heard how they reacted to me when I was knocked unconscious.
Your true Your true form is the scariest thing I've ever seen. But yes, Lexi, you are fully aware
Wait a minute, that
that
means there's two kaijus on the field if he's in his true form, him and the monster, both of those giant monsters going against the other army?
Well, Nocturne isn't a kaiju. He's a eldritch abomination.
Well, but he was big.
Yeah.
Like, just think of that. We got Godzilla and Mothra in larval form on our side.
I mean, it doesn't. With eldritch abominations, it doesn't really matter how big they are. It just matters that what they look like is terrifying.
Yeah, I'm just saying he'd be the best. He'd be the best to keep the kids safe, and also the other kaiju that we rescued off the bottom of the ocean. What's this kaiju's name? Did anybody give it a name?
That's a good question,
the Go gave it in. I guess if you're asking that character, apparently the Go named it Maggie.
Maggie
it's short for magma, apparently.
Maggie Magma.
But yeah, Lexi, once this plan starts, you do realize you and I are going to be far away from each other when this happens, right?
You really? We're able to be distance apart. That's kind of clingy of you, don't you think?
Well, I'm saying this because you've been literally stuck to me every single day since you've moved in. But
I stayed home while you worked.
That's true. And you did freak out my friend Dawes when you had some of those Kraken come in to fix his roof. That was funny. Which, by the way, I've introduced her to Oz. You should have been there. It was quite hilarious. Okay, so
what are we all like? If we're level 15, what are we all like health wise at HP?
I'm at 133, but I'm a tank. So
okay, so that's around. All right, good. Okay, just making sure. I didn't know how
111
the right thing or not. Let's see. Okay, so if we got them, we'll also have the magic users opening up portals to help the other army get through. We got Nocturne and the other kaiju. We got Sibo. We got Sibo's crystals. Wu's gonna be commanding and fighting his army. Lexi's got her rebellion. So, do we let this force go in, to cause distraction to call out the army, and then we wait and then get in while it's in the midst of the battle, or do we do this simultaneously? I would say do it simultaneously while we're distracted. Like once most of the larger force moves out, then we'll go in. Which is like once we do go in, where do we go? What do we do? Like, because I imagine this can't be as simple as just find the big red manticore and kill it. Well, we'll have to have them, and I point to all the siblings, give us a rough map, and we just have to go through it as best we can.
DM, do we have a rough map of what this palace looks like? I know the self-termination squad has been there, but we're not them, so we don't know what this place looks like.
Let's bring them along! No. They'll stab us in the back.
Legend goes, well, as mentioned before, I programmed one in the blue sky, but that file should still exist, so I could get that to you as soon as possible. But there's not exactly any computers here, so...
I point to the robot.
Yeah, she has to program into him.
Okay.
Should we take Blue Sky with us?
Unless you want to bring the robot with you into your battles.
What would the robot do for us?
The general company goes, Blue Sky is more programmed to stay in the background and for the self-termination, for the Omega squads within the Omega squad to just keep watch and keep them in line. But since you're not them...
So his programming wouldn't be as good then if he's not a fighter.
Well, he could be an out for us, like if we need to make a sudden jump back to Earth.
That's a good question. Would Tibia in the midst of the dark be able to teleport out?
Well, yes.
Oh. Okay. I don't know why he
Well-
hasn't done it before then.
Well, probably because going there is suicide.
True.
Like, we wouldn't do it normally.
I mean, you have teleported to the dark before. Remember when you knew Strawman?
Oh, yeah.
Except,
Although he went
again,
there-
that
yeah, we
was
almost-
suicide.
Yeah, we almost died in that plasma. Good times. Okay, so... Trying to think. All right, so... Of you lot, on the way to where your father would be stationed, rather, which would be the best location to teleport into? Perhaps one of your rooms?
Assuming we can just teleport straight into one of your rooms and that the palace isn't guarded in some way or warded from that. Because if people could just teleport into Torben's fortress, I imagine someone would have tried it already.
All right, they did. The Suicide Squad did teleport on the outskirts of it.
Yeah.
So they did teleport out of the castle, but that's different.
Well, yeah, that's teleporting out. Teleporting in might be problematic.
Shoot.
Well, I suppose the person who would know would be the children, like particular. I guess Allura.
Yeah,
would you know of it?
Lexi and Allura are probably the ones that have been there like the most recent, so they probably
Is, like,
know.
So yeah, I'll ask the girls. Do you know of anything like this? I mean you made those miniature conversion towers. You must know something about teleporting like this.
Well, unless it's been destroyed, I could take the tower the conversion needle that's within Blue Sky out of him and use that to teleport you guys directly into one of the rooms in there. But you guys probably won't like it.
Which room?
Why
is
not?
it?
The one that I was sending you guys into when I fought you.
You mean where the shark is?
Yes, Gerald's domain.
Well, we'll have to face him at some point, so... Perhaps if we teleport to him and he's there, we do a sudden attack and he won't see it coming.
Also, one, the bastard still owes me an arm, and two, I don't think a god of rage would expect his enemies to teleport into the room where one of his most dangerous sons is staying.
That is true. At least this time we'll have Slim being able to shoot him.
And Allura, this is another problem. Once we're in that room, is there a door there that we can just walk out of?
Yeah, he was in a pool of some kind.
Yeah.
He's able to leave. Yes, there's a door, but you'll probably have to climb up a rusty ladder or something. I don't know. The only time I was ever in there was when I set up the whole thing, but yeah.
Yeah, when I fell into there, it was a gigantic pool of some kind. There was a ladder, but I forewent it just by teleporting him and me back.
Which was the wiser move. Okay, so we'll put the tentative entry for right now into the Sharkman's pool. The problem there is, how do we get out of the pool? Because there was
a ladder.
Well, yeah, because if we do teleport in that room, inevitably I'm going to have to fight him because the bastard still has me an arm. Could we work this?
Him.
Well, could we work this to where? Okay, he's dumb. He's dumber than a sack of bricks. Could we work this for I could distract him, you guys leave the room, and then once you guys are all gone, we could just collapse it. We could just collapse the room or just collapse him in it. So even if he follows us out, it'll take him some time. And
I'd say we deal with him before he becomes a pain in the behind whilst we move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this...
I could help drain the pool, and that would give Uriel here more ample time to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, considering that room is 95% pool, how good are you guys at swimming?
I mean, I can
Not
fly.
very.
I can fly. Movement would be the same. It would just be a matter of some resistance because of the water, and I would have to hold my breath.
I can't fly.
Apparently.
Just stares at Alpha. Just like, I can't fly.
You also can't
once.
You also can't climb ladders either, and that's another problem.
Why can't you climb
a ladder.
ladders? Cats can climb ladders. Have you never seen a cat? Nocturne, you know how to climb ladders, yes?
Just the way the room's been described, I'm just imagining like those like iron bar like rung ladders that are just bolted into the sides of the.
Yeah.
It's like, could a cat climb a perfectly vertical ladder?
Have you never seen a cat climb?
Cats are known for climbing things, John.
I've seen a cat go up like things they shouldn't go up. It's impossible. Cats aren't real.
Yeah, they are. There's one downstairs.
It's a lie.
All right.
They can't open cans yet, but they can climb some pretty weird surfaces.
All right. Okay, so let's just assume that we are going to be teleporting into the Sharkman's pool, and then eventually leaving. That still leaves us one of his other children to deal with. Who is he, and what can we expect from him?
It's a her, and she's in the vault.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm not going to discount the idea of her roaming around the castle, but there's her room and her vault.
Do we need anything from the vault at all? Is there anything that could help us in this battle, or should we just leave her be?
What I'm more worried about is she smarter than her dad? Because
she's greedy.
Because her dad is a ball of anger, hate, and rage. He'll just try to punch things to solve his problems. So I'm just worried about someone else in his castle who actually has a brain.
She wants her wealth, but how's her relationship with her father? I guess that's the question to ask.
Oh, she's his favorite.
Okay, so yeah, dad's girl, and she's got all the toys in the vault. So, is there anything what's in the vault? We almost took a heist mission to go there, but we didn't.
Yeah, like
what's in the vault? Probably the best way to describe it. Enough wealth to bring several countries out of debt.
Wow. Okay.
Are we talking like actual material wealth, like gold and platinum, or all that, or is this like trophies?
Yes.
Yes. They're both.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, the fastest way to piss off all of them would be to torch this fucking vault.
How would we do that?
Yeah, burning gold is not as simple as it sounds.
But enough heat, it melts.
Also, we're not really here to mess with the vault. We're here to kill a giant manticore, if that's even possible.
Right. Draw them out, though.
Well, the army's going to do that.
No. The army's going to distract the main forces. We could, unless you're suggesting we draw him out by crippling Daddy's favorite girl.
Ooh. That would piss him off.
Uriel slams both paws down. We break her legs!
It's like, Nora, go home. You're drunk.
Yeah. I mean, if she's as materialistic a bent as we are saying, we destroy her. We destroy the vault, melt all the gold.
We might not even need to melt all the gold. We would just need to break Daddy's little girl, because of what you're saying, it sounds like he cares about her more than the contents of the vault. Unless one of you four want to correct me.
Well, we defeat her, knock her unconscious, then we have her. We have a bargaining chip to go at him with. You know, one of those things we knock her out, then we stand there and scream down the hall, we have your woman, Outlander, that kind of thing.
That's actually not a bad idea. Although once we do this, I just look straight over to Wu, because it seems like he'd be the one who could answer this the best. What would your father do once we do that?
I don't think he's been in that situation, so I can't answer that.
Well,
go after his favorite.
Well, let's just speculate for a moment. The four of you know him better than any of us. Let's just say if he was put in that situation, what do you think he would do?
Well,
it's honestly a toss-up, because I led his armies for nearly a century, and he threw me out as soon as I went against him.
But if she's still loyal and we hurt her, that's. I looked at all right. Who's a father in this room? Is the Merlin a father?
Yes.
Merlin, if anyone were to harm your child, how hard would you go out?
I would place them in the prison to force them. I would place them in a time loop prison in order for of the specific moment of the most painful moment of their life over and over again.
Okay, so this plan has merit. He will be very angry. That rage makes him predictable. He will come for us.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could work. So we take out the Shark Man. We go to the Cat Lady, and then we'll have to face him. And along the way, facing every perhaps surprise fights along the way.
I'll take care of the Shark Man.
We're all facing him. You tried to face him with two people only before, and he bit your arm off. You are not going this alone, Prometheus. Besides, we also have to...
Lexi goes, yeah, Jared's dumb, but don't underestimate him, especially in the water.
Which, if it's 95% water, perhaps... I mean, we did it once before. Perhaps you could shoot me with one of those bullets. If he's there, I could teleport him back out.
Question. Uriel and Slim, your powers are fire-based. How hot can you make this?
Steam the water?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Say my powers are fire-based.
Well,
holy magic.
You shoot hellfire at people.
I shoot bullets at people. I guess if you go by the vernacular of hot lead, it could work in that way. But I really only have the ice variety, the electric variety, and the shoot you for negative damage variety.
He's a pool of water.
And if he's a shark, it's salt water. That means it's even more conductive.
Mm-hmm. It would then drop his dex to 0 for 1d4 rounds.
Wait a minute. If I can just open a portal, we don't because I open doors, we don't have to go through them. If we're just above him in the pool, we could just have rain down electric shots through the opening.
Or why don't you just rain down liquid hot magma?
Yeah.
Or that's what
you rain down enough magma, there's not going to be water there.
We're also assuming he's going to be in his pool, though, because if the army attacks, something tells me a meathead might want to get in on that.
Why don't you open a portal in his pool, and then open a portal in the vacuum of space?
I was kind of thinking that, but if it's 95% pool, that might take a few rounds before it actually drains, because I'm thinking, like, Olympic-sized pool. Was that what it looked like when I was there, Ken?
Black hole.
Then we'd all get sucked in.
Well... I actually kind of like the magma idea better. This is why I was asking Uriel how hot can he make things, because like if we just teleport like just a ball of magma in there, that's gonna do two things. One, it's gonna steam the water, which will hurt him, and two, it's going to form into a solid chunk of rock, which we could then just throw at him.
Yeah, the whole thing is getting into the palace requires like one like her Allura bamfing us there, because I can like teleport stuff out perhaps, but getting in there like at that specific location requires her little doodads, and I don't think we can keep spamming that.
Let's say you could teleport him out. Where would you take him?
A volcano. That's assuming he's even in the pool. We'll get there, perhaps, and then, all this planning, and he's not there because the army attacked and he's run off.
Well, if he's not there, then we don't have to worry about him while he's in the water.
True.
Oh, so you guys just from the volcano, meanwhile, Prox is still falling.
I forgot.
That is his fate. We're dropping into a volcano.
That must suck, falling forever and not being able to starve to death.
I've been falling for 30 minutes!
I would write so many screenplays in my head.
No one will ever see them.
But they're for me.
Well,
Okay.
Okay, so we have our inn. We have an idea of a plan of what to do once we're in there. So
We just need directions to the vault, is what from
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
shark
Yeah,
guy's room.
yeah,
Greg.
Greg. We'll need directions to the vault from Shark Guy's room, and we'll need to know what to expect of Daddy's little girl once we get there. Like
Not
what?
Greg, Gerald.
What is she like? Like, no offense to any of you, you're a spider, you're a dragon, you're a goblin, you're a bird person. What is she?
She's a cat person. Her name's Geneva.
Strong, independent woman that don't need no man.
I don't doubt that, but like, I want to know what we're gonna deal with here.
To compare her to one of the creatures in your world, she's a cheetah. I would think.
Ooh, fast.
So is she quick like one?
Yes. Even despite the heavy armor she wears.
Okay, heavy armor.
Well, Uriel, it looks like this one is yours. You could keep up with her, and you could heat up the armor.
I set things on fire with my mind. I don't alter the temperature of things.
Well, that's just as good.
Hold on a moment. Wait. What is her power base? Have you seen her fight?
Well, they just said she was quick.
Yeah, but that's like if she's wearing heavy armor, she's got something else up her sleeve too.
Does she?
For all we know,
heavy armor.
for all we know, she could be like Silver Chariot. She takes off the armor, she's suddenly much faster.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What else besides speed has she got?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just say that even though you don't have flesh tibia, her claws will tear you apart even still.
She's all right. So she's sharp. She cuts. Oh boy.
Cat on cat violence has got to stop, man.
No, it must be encouraged. Okay, so we got a quick clawy type that can possibly get faster if she ditches the armor. We got Shark Hulk, and then we got angry Manticore. So 2 cats and a shark. You got it.
Mm-hmm. And
The cat's in the water.
And yeah, assuming just speculating on the part of Jack. Once he sees that things aren't going his way, he's probably just gonna bamf out of there and leave us for another day, which is probably gonna be his plan all along.
That's all we can hope for, is that he doesn't get involved.
But what I'm saying is, like, he won't get involved now, but like he could choose that moment to go for Earth while we're all still weak.
Mm-hmm. That's why we have that's where our network of heroes comes into play. It's a good thing we made lots of friends.
Mm-hmm. Though true power was the friends you made along the way.
And this gun. No wait, Slim, you say that. Hey, Mike, can you say that in Slim's voice? And this gun.
What?
The true power was the friendships we made along this way. And then you say,
And this gun!
there we go.
Truly, we are the
tells me to kill
superhero campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what'd you say, Ken?
Truly, we are the superheroes campaign.
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, we attack the 2 bosses, and once the diva gets captured or killed, Daddy's gonna be angry, and we'll face him while he's like losing control. So he'll be strong, but that's what we want. We want him coming to us. And then after we take him out, that's the question. Once we take him out, what is the rest of the forces? Will they just surrender without their leader?
We'll have to. What happens? That they could keep fighting. That it may, with the lack of torped may create a power vacuum. There's many possibilities here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Which one of you is going to take the throne after this?
And more importantly, does your father have any other superpowers besides being really, really, really angry? Because as much as I want to make the joke where he's like Rage from the Super Best Friends, he's really angry. I don't want to jinx it and suddenly have him throw out something new at us, like Thanos throwing the moon at us.
I'm going to assume he's got fire because of his mane.
Mm-hmm.
And scorpion tail, so poison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about right. Had that and also his hammer and sword.
Oh, so he's got weapons.
Okay,
yes.
Hammer, sword, tail, and fire, and big.
And he can fly because wings.
That's true too, yeah. And lion face.
But he is very much an up close and personal, I will tear you apart with my bare hands and claws sort of fighter.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, if we do create this power vacuum, it seems like it'd only be fair if there was someone to regulate that, someone of his blood.
Well, we'll discuss that after he's dead.
Yeah, because all those lands captured, there will be a lot of those with power vying for control.
Yeah. One problem at a time.
I'm sure. I'm sure the Queen of Hearts will love to come out of the woodwork.
She's still alive? Oh, goodness.
Somehow.
I'm going to guess she's even worse than how she's depicted in the Alice in Wonderland book.
Yes, you would, but I don't know how.
Well, that's a problem for after he's dead. Let's kill the God of Rage first, then we'll have to worry about the power vacuum and who else might be for it.
Quick question to the siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any affection for your other remaining siblings? Do you care if we
No, like they always do.
Okay, just checking. I had to be sure.
Mm-hmm. Does this also extend to your father? Because whatever bad things he may have done, he is still your father.
Fuck. We'll just look saying guys. Fuck him.
All right.
Very well then.
So
Uriel looks up at Alpha.
Look at you
looks at Prometheus and goes, What part of this plan did involve us killing Magic Hitler?
Mm-hmm.
And as for the siblings, I mean, Geneva's too loyal, and Gerald, he's dumb, but he eats people.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Bitch, how do you eat people?
Here's another question, though.
Well,
I know
getting any deader.
I know us 1, 2, 3. 4. I know us 5 are going to be going in. Should we take anyone else with us on our group?
I would say no. The smaller the team, the better, and they'll have their hands full on the outside. Besides, if Lexi is going to be there to convert the Kraken, we would need someone there to back her up. Somebody who we can rely on. And I'll just look straight at Wu when I say that.
Well, he's going to be fighting off his own thing. I think the Belfast Brawler would be able to hit her.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Wait, Belfast is here, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
What about you, Belfast?
I assumed I'd be back on Earth, but...
Yeah, she is one of our strongest Earth defenders. Shoot.
Also, Wu goes... Also, probably not best to bring her into it, because with that Chimera coin,
right.
if she shows up in the dark, that'll just draw Geneva out like a flame.
Forgot that. Yeah, that's a beacon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have Diaz controlling the units. I look at Belfast. I think you would probably be able to round up the other heroes, along with Ethereal, perhaps Stardust, Karate Man. What was didn't the sword, the big rock guy, didn't he get let out on probation?
He was a potential member of the Suicide Squad.
Was he?
He was a member of the Suicide Squad. Jayson played as him.
Yeah, but wasn't he wasn't he one of the well-behaved ones because he's just a mercenary?
Well, I think it was more that way that, out of all the guys you chose, he's the one whose sentence was the smallest.
Okay, so perhaps he would be able to make a good teammate. Hollow's girlfriend, to be. What's her name? Ballista? Yeah, don't you remember Tibia gave you, in Paris was basically slapped you upside the head, she likes you, and you went catatonic. Okay, so Ballista, Belfast, Karate Man. God, we don't really... Besides her, a lot of them aren't superpowered. And possibly the Rock guy. We need, like, someone with powers to... Oh, Ethereal and Stardust. They'll make up the difference.
Well, also, Belfast Brawler has the Chimera coins, so,
yeah, she's, like, one of the only superpower ones besides Ethereal and Stardust. The other ones are street-level heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Who else could they stay behind to, like... Because if the world needs to be on alert, but chances are they'll go for the city.
Well... This is why I'm saying we should keep the team
Oz!
small.
Oz could probably be on alert too, just in case.
Yeah, this is why I'm saying we should keep the team small. Like, make it just the 5 of us, and like everyone else we can leave. We can leave behind on Earth.
I'm just making sure like there's a secondary team back on Earth in case shit hits the fan. Like they're actually together, not like spread across the city. Am I missing anybody? Maybe we get the ninja chick to help.
Well, I mean, Belva has well popped up. I mean, plenty of us. We could contact people we know and whatnot. Like even I'm pretty sure there's plenty of viewers that if you don't know, like Stardust probably knows. I mean, that guy has been all around the country. So
yeah. All right, and the professor perhaps will help if an invasion happens. I mean. He likes protecting what's his own.
Mm-hmm.
What's so funny, Slim?
What?
Nothing, I was just joking that you were laughing.
I'm listening to something out of character that it's like, oh no, the competitive PvP for Destiny got delayed again because people are lotterying for it. Doing a lottery scheme and it keeps getting disabled. Sorry.
Get off your cell phone. Now's not the time for Destiny. That comes later.
No, but I have to play the Clash of the Clans. Or Raid Shadow Legends, which this session is currently brought by.
God damn it.
If you use the code /Pickens, you can earn 1,000 silver, gold, and a free champion.
I don't have any flesh in order to move the phone.
Who are you talking to?
The audience.
He just stares in the
My gun tells me.
This war on the dark is no, it's brought to you by honey.
You know that look Tony Stark makes in Infinity War with the whole kick names, take butts, or whatever they said.
Yeah. What would be speaking of that? What would be our flavors for ice cream?
What?
You know how like in Marvel they had Hunka Hunka Burnin' Hulk.
Let's see. Hollow would probably be like I don't know what's like grape.
Just grape flavored.
I think Prometheus would be Prometheum mint.
I would have like marshmallows and like spooky something. Spooky.
Yeah.
It's like Prometheum
spooky
mint or Prometheum blueberry.
Yeah, mine would be like Rocky Road in a way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky Skelechow. Okay, yeah. Why are we talking about ice cream? Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, that's right. What flavors of ice cream should we order for this meeting? No, I'm kidding. Wait a minute, that's it! We bring Torbent a big tub of ice cream and he'll forever forget being angry. That's what a bunch of women that have been dumped do, yes?
No, I don't think that's going to work.
Zach, no sound's coming out of your microphone, Zach.
No, you're still muted, Zach.
No.
Whoa, and Zach disappeared into the ether.
He'll be back.
But I was going to say, no, this isn't like that one time where May stopped Galactus by giving him a giant Twinkie.
No, we need Hostess fruit pies. That's how we're going to solve this, gentlemen.
Fuck this thing. My webcam has a tendency to... My webcam has started to do the fantastic thing where in the middle of Skype calls, it'll turn itself off. And I won't know it for 5 whole minutes.
Jeez. Well, we saw you moving, it's just we couldn't hear you.
I know. As I was saying, we get a cake and we hide a stripper in it. But the stripper is armed with a rocket launcher.
Does Torbent even know what strippers are?
Tibia.
He has a bunch of concubines. He's probably made them be strippers.
But in our main group, who's the hottest? We all look to Hollow.
Well, yeah.
Clearly, it's Tibia.
Gotta be Tibia.
Happy birthday, Mr. Torben.
My eyes!
Kills it. Okay, I'm out.
I got it.
He won. He killed himself.
No, we put Uriel in the cake, and he comes out going, "Happy birthday, Mr. President."
And then, but he's a cat. He goes, "Joke's on you. I'm into that shit."
Why is the cat in lingerie?
That's fine too.
Oh, jeez, no.
God, he really wants right there.
We have devolved into degeneracy. It was only a matter of time.
What do you mean?
This is a real kitty twister of an event.
As funny as all of this is, I think are we saying this in character or out?
No, we're not saying it.
No. My character would never say this shit in character.
Uriel won!
Oh, God, Key Twister, that's a good one.
Well, that's actually the name of an establishment in the Mon Fantasy campaign.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty much who it is with cat goes.
You know, there is a market for that, so that's actually a smart business plan.
Oh yes, you guys may see the Key Twister when if the map's correct when September rolls around, probably.
I've got my character already. I made a figurine of him. But anyway, Mike's gone. But okay, so we got the main force. We got Nocturne and the other and Magma. Or Maggie, I should call it. We have the Rebellion. We're going to take out the two siblings in sequential order, because first take out Big Guy so there's no cannibal at our backs, and then we'll take out the rich bitch, which will make Daddy angry, which will make him lose his composure, hopefully, and then Prophet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so.
Is there any other prisoners, any other dissidents that trapped within the castle that would need rescuing?
Not that I know of.
Okay, good. We got 2 heals over 4 sessions, so let's just be careful and not get hurt. Here's an idea. Whenever we do get teleported to the pool, we have actually who's the tech person? What's her name?
Allura.
No, the other one too, the human one.
Treble's here too.
Yeah, Treble and Allura. If we get teleported, is there any way you can give us some sort of, and I'm like, some sort of floating platform so we don't immediately go into the pool?
I don't think we have time to develop that.
You do know I could shoot you and heal you.
I know, but I don't want to be in the water with a shot.
Well, yes, but this isn't solving the problem. As soon as we teleport into that room, we're falling into water.
Wait a minute. Is there a way I can flatten one of my bubbles out to have like a platform that's above the water? If we like teleport and I go woof.
I don't think if you don't have platform making as a specific power.
No, but I can make walls with it before, so I didn't know if that could transport to... Because I can... Telekinesis is weird.
In theory, floors are just walls made horizontal.
Okay.
That's forbidden knowledge.
Okay, I actually have an idea. I'm just not sure how effective.
Oh, so I mean, at the top of the pool there is a ledge that you guys can stand on. Like, it's not like there's no ground here.
Oh,
well,
okay.
Yeah. Well, yes, but like as soon as we get in, we don't know where it's an Olympized pool. We don't know where we're going to be dropping in. So for at least some part of this fight, we're going to be in the water.
Yeah.
Slim, you said you had an ice shot. Could you freeze the top of the water?
Ooh.
I could try.
Like how effective do you think that would even be?
It's like lily pads. That'd be awesome.
But it'd be stable.
Well, yeah. Would it be stable, and how long would it last before a giant shark person just punches through it?
I don't have a negative. I don't have this ability.
Well, you know who would now? Your gun.
Listen to ask the gun. How long do you think the ice would last on the water?
Enough to cleanse the sinners of their misdeeds.
He says enough.
Okay, so we go in. You could make the lily pads at the very least. I think I am strong enough to at the very least hold the shark back. So if I could hold on to him while you guys get to safety, then we could, and out of the water, then we could worry about how we fight this thing.
I have an idea.
Because I can fly, I could probably move around on the same in water, the same as in the air, but the water's just probably going to put up some resistance. So I do think I could at very least grab this guy. It's just going to be slightly harder.
Also, shark skin is very sandpapery.
I know. I felt it before the last time we fought.
I do have an idea. Grant just had an idea at the top of his head. I'm thinking Hannibal, like with our two. All right, to the two Allura and Treble. Is there some sort of muzzle you could make for us that we could put around the shark so that we don't get any more limbs bit?
I mean, that's probably not going to last forever, but at the very least...
As long as we don't have him critting and swallowing another limb of us, or Uriel whole.
Well, it probably won't last, but it could give us enough time to get to safety.
Yeah, that's what I
think if we have scrap metal, we could construct something like that within like an hour and a half.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's make a muzzle for him, and I'm the only one who can probably match his strength, so I'll put it on him. You guys just need to focus on getting out of the actual water. It was like, okay, so Hello can teleport up to the water, and Tibia can fly, and
I can get Uriel out of the water and Slim out of the water with my power.
Well, thought here, we get the muzzle. What if it was also incorporated into a shock collar?
That would probably take
time. No, let's call the professor. He can put electricity into it.
Mm-hmm.
With water.
Yeah, with water.
We get out of the pool, and then we have an active, like a button, like a shock collar for a dog. Once it's on him,
that in water.
Yeah. While we're out of the water, of course, Harlow.
Yeah, but he is.
Yeah, in salt water, they'll fry him.
So as long as we understand, we're gonna kill him when we do that.
Oh yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is like the end game. There's no holding back now.
We're going full Zack Snyder DC, huh?
Yes.
Hey, even Captain America was killing Hydra agents.
He was, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's not DC. Meanwhile, Blood Gun, we live in a society.
Okay, open fire, take him down.
Now, if we go full DC, there's going to be...
It can't be any more disappointing than Wonder Woman 84 was.
Nah, it's just gonna be this. It's gonna be... There's gonna be Karate Man's gonna want to kill Tibia for no goddamn reason if this was Snyder DC.
I have an idea. I'm not sure how well this would work, but like, if we're going to be taking like an hour or so to build this cage, could you get us one of those, like, I'm not sure what this
cage?
No, not a shark cage. I'm thinking for the Fita bitch. Like, could you get us one of like those steel cables, or maybe something a little stronger that we could two of us could just like, one of us could draw her out, the other of us could hold it out, and we could like try to trip her on her face. Going at that speed, that would hurt.
Yeah.
Clothesliner?
Yeah, like a clothesliner.
Like Empire.
I mean, you could try that. That's just wire. So that we could just give you.
I was thinking more like, you remember in Spider-Man 3 when Harry Osborn was chasing Gary and like how taking him out, like something like that.
Well, we could. Slim can make ice, right?
Ooh.
We get her chasing one of us down the hall. He shoots the floor with ice.
Green slime it like in Home Alone.
Ice.
Yeah, exactly.
Into a big hole. Okay, so yeah, is there anything more slippery than ice though? Like, does anybody have any green slime from Home Alone 2?
Well, actually.
Well, we could lure her into the pool. I mean, like have her chase down the hall, open the door, she slides right into the pool. She's wearing armor.
Ooh. I could bring her to the pool if we encounter and then drown her.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Okay, so for this to work, we're going to need someone who fast as her to lure her there, or at the very least lure her into a spot where you could teleport her. So that's still going to rely on Fury.
I think if we
Just to be
confront
clear,
her in the
you're-
vault.
Just because you're talking fast as in movement, or fast as in like because considering
yeah.
Tibia and I can instantly
Fast is in movement because she's going to
Yeah.
need to be able to see and
Someone to
chase.
chase. Gotcha.
She's also a cat, so like she probably does have the instinctual desire to chase something.
Looks at Uriel.
Yeah, and also Uriel
Yeah.
Uriel is smaller than her, so cats do like to chase and play with things that are smaller than they are.
Oh
so.
God, she's a sadist. I know it.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have a few options for kill, but if we can have like an electrical function, like at the press of a button on this muzzle on him, that's like keeping him from biting us, and we're also shocking him in salt water, which is the most conductive.
Mm-hmm. And then once you guys are out of the water, like I can fly, so I can just hang in the air, and I could hit that button, and then Slim Pickens can just take sniper shots at him while this is going on. So I'll go in first. We get in. We put the muzzle on him. You guys get to safety. Then I'll just fly up out of the water, hit the button, and then Slim can just keep taking sniper rifle pot shots at him.
Yeah. I might also help you putting with my telekinesis. Help you put the muzzle on so that he has two forces putting it on him instead of one.
And also, Hollow, your gravity power can probably keep him jumping out of the water. Because like he'll probably try that. Where he'll like swim up and like try to leap at us. Like you could probably at the very least hold him back or try.
Yeah.
And like Uriel's range for setting things on fire with his mind is like exceedingly long. So like assuming he gets out of the water, he'll just have to stand nearby one of you guys and just keep zapping him.
Okay, so, and then later on when we confront the cat lady, perhaps we can get her to the pool too, but if not, then we'll just beat her ass.
Yeah, so
with some green slime ice.
Yeah, like we just need some ice, and we don't even need some green slime ice. We just need some oil.
I know, but I'm imagining Home Alone 2 for some reason.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay, I don't know which one of us could carry this. Probably Slim, but like, could we just like fill a bunch of bottles with oil and just throw those? So like, you know, even I mean she's wearing armor, it probably won't matter to her, but like assuming she takes the armor off to run faster, so it's like she's running, but there's glass on the floor, so it would hurt her if she runs through that.
We throw grease at her, so not only will she slip, but Uriel will be able to keep her on fire longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that could work. So yeah, like we'll just get some grease and oil, and we'll just throw it at the floor. It doesn't even have to, and like again, some of us can fly, and those who can't, like Slim can just freeze the floor if we have to walk over the oil, so we'll just freeze that, and then if we need it unfrozen, Uriel can take care of that.
Is there anybody that's got Belfast? Did Belfast have caltrops, or am I thinking of Ballista?
That was Ballista.
Damn.
Either of them did.
Someone had caltrops. Who was it?
I think no one did.
Am I I guess I'm misremembering.
Virtual did. Are you thinking of Virtual?
Yeah, okay, never mind,
Yeah, Virtual has those boots that generate caltrops from nothing.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to go to another universe real quick. Excuse me, sir. Can I have some caltrops?
What? Who are you? What the fuck do you?
Oh, wrong person. Wrong person.
Why is Virtual Scottish?
I went to the Dwarven Kingdom. Hello.
Just grab that small child that punches people very hard.
Yeah.
Swore immediately.
Uriel, I will send her to Detroit, where she will blend in greatly.
Okay.
What?
Okay, look. Power scaling wise,
Goblin
the Pathfinder characters are probably more powerful than the superhero one.
Bring him back to the Pathfinder.
No, the superhero ones are definitely more powerful than the Pathfinder characters.
I don't know.
I mean by damage output. I'm pretty.
Yeah, damage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can do pretty good damage, but
Can you throw bombs that all do 7d6 damage?
no.
76 damage would kill most characters in this campaign, John.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if we have caltrops along with the grease, if she runs over them, like that might at least do some damage and hurt her.
Well, that's why I'm suggesting glass bottles, because of like if we just throw the bottle, we don't need caltrops. We'll just throw the bottle at the floor.
She's got heavy armor though. Heavy armor is not mad about glass, but steel spikes.
Here's the
those
thought.
can go through sabatons.
Here's a weird thought. This is probably something nobody's considered. if she's wearing armor, more than likely she's wearing boots.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Which
Caltrops
means-
go through boots.
Heavy armor, metal boots.
And caltrops can go through metal boots depending on their how sharp they are and sturdy.
Uriel just kind of hangs his head like. Uriel just kind of goes.
Okay, so let's at the very least slow her down first, and then we'll worry about what comes afterwards. So we'll get a steel wire. We'll get a steel wire. We got the ice, and we'll get.
And then we
we'll
got
get some
Hollow
balls.
being able to crush her with her own weight. Ooh, make her
Yeah.
armor really heavy.
Yeah, so we have options for her. Now, let's
Doesn't quite work like that.
Oh.
yeah, but yeah, so we have an idea of what we're gonna do for the two of them. Now, what do we do for Torbent?
We kick his ass till he dies.
Well, how are we going to kick his ass? Are we gonna lead him to the vault? Are we gonna lead him outside? Or are we just
When
going to do
encountering
this?
the cyber demons, shoot it till it's dead.
But
I'm pretty sure there's going to be some big area, like a hallway or like grand cathedral we'll fight him in, because if he's as vain as we think he is, he's like the ruler of all these lands, he's going to have a big fight room.
well, he is pretty much a Manticore Shao Kahn, and Shao Kahn has the most glorious of thrones.
Yeah, especially if we beat up his favorite daughter, he's going to be like, all right, that's it, we're fighting here right now. He's going to throw that glove down.
But
Let's see.
But so are we legit just gonna do it like that? We beat up Daddy's girl, and then how are we gonna send a message to him saying like, "Hey, we got your girl. Come fight us, bitch."
Hey, remember whenever we did that in Star Wars? We held up Admiral Piet's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a psychopath.
Well,
Something like that.
but yes. How are we going to tell Torbent that we crippled Daddy's girl?
Find his throne room and just drag whatever's left of her to him.
That could work, yeah. He'll be so focused on the war, he sees us walk in with his daughter beat to shit. He'll be like, "Oh, you motherfuckers!"
So okay, so
Yeah.
how are we going to do this? So are we all just gonna walk in like a group, all badass and cool looking and all that? Or are we gonna actually plan this out?
Hey, we don't know the layout until we actually get there, so there's no way we can plan an ambush because we don't know what the throne room looks like.
So
I mean, until we actually get there, maybe if we see, okay, I'm gonna like Uriel's, I'll put him on the ceiling on that beam or something. Until we actually see the layout, like we can't actually plan for anything otherwise than just walking in. But if we get there, we can look around, I guess, right, Ken?
honey, what does this throne room look like?
Yeah, how big is it?
It's only the biggest room of the castle, and the castle itself is pretty big. Like you know those in the city, those skyscrapers.
Yeah.
That's what you're dealing with.
Holy shit!
Wait, for just his throne room?
No, for the castle.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a big grand ballroom, is what I'm assuming. Is there any areas for strategic hiding? Perhaps pillars on through the ceiling or beams, columns?
I mean, there's columns, yes.
Because I mean, I have no problem getting in Torbent's face and calling him a bitch, but like, if I'm gonna do this, his attention will be focused on me. So what are you guys going to do?
I'm walking along with you. I hate this fucker too.
Okay. Okay, so here's a
I think
question.
I think I've hated him a lot longer than you guys have been alive.
Okay, so
Probably.
here, do you want to be the one who walks into the room and calls him a bitch then?
I believe so. I had to kill him back during the big intergalactic war. So I think this is like a long time coming.
Okay,
Back then he was just merely a general. He wasn't the king yet.
I know, but Tibia still probably wanted to kill him. Like, I didn't get to kill him. That's back when he was a skeleton warrior in the Mercy.
Two heavy. There should be 3 heavy hitters approaching him like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know
Hollow,
what?
he took over your planet, Hollow. You should be there too.
So you know what?
No, he didn't.
No, didn't it get destroyed because of his machinations with the Titan Crystal?
No.
I had nothing to do with it, so
It
it was
got
probably someone else.
it got destroyed because of some more a third party, and
Oh.
Androma's bringing Hollow on was kind of his own side project, and now Androma's is dead. So
Well, he took orders from this guy, so it's like, yeah, you ordered this guy around, fuck you.
He ain't just dead, he fucking dead.
I mean, if we're all going to be walking into this place anyway, should we all just walk in as a group?
Well, we need Slim to have cover as he snipes, and we need Uriel to be sneaky before he lights him up.
Well, I mean, if he's going to see all of us anyway, like Slim and Uriel can just like run to the sides as soon as the battle starts. Like I'm gonna be going straight for him just because that's how I roll. But like, if there's one entrance and if there's only one entrance and we're all gonna be walking in anyway, should we all just walk in like baller bosses?
I mean, if there's no chance to hide before then, if this place is as big as I think it is, we're gonna have to like break off and like as soon as the fight starts and then get to our positions.
Yeah, but yeah, also, Tibia, I think how cool it would be if you just walked in with her holding her in your power.
Yeah.
But so we'll walk in. Tibia will lead the charge and call him a bitch.
You're a bitch. Your mom's a bitch, and your daddy's a hoe.
Actually, this was a good point. I'm asking the 4 children How susceptible is your father to taunts? One of us does walk in the room and call him a bitch. How personal would he take that?
He's been called worse.
Well, yes.
But if we're holding his daughter's unconscious and/or dead body, probably more weight to it.
No, I guess what I'm saying is, if one of us starts calling him a bitch, could that draw aggro away from who he's currently fighting?
He'll probably... If he knows you're there, he'll probably go after each of you equally.
Okay.
So
there's no drawing ag on this guy.
So, I mean, he is aggro. He is all of the aggro. He's the god of aggro.
All right, so we sneak into the pool, we go to the bank, and then we kick his ass in the ballroom.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this is over the course of 3 sessions, and then the 4th one is when we face Jack, presumably, unless Jack all of a sudden says, it was never real, and disappears.
Or Ken could pull a fast one on us, like where we're all fighting Torbent, but then we all pick a bunch of NPC characters again to fight Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the Suicide Squad that saves the Earth. We're the real heroes.
No, I'm thinking more like Oz, Stardust, Ethereal, like all the Karate Man.
Okay, so...
Look, if Karate Man is made responsible for defeating the God of Fear, I think Uriel might kill himself.
Alright. Okay, so...
It's Karate Man.
Okay, so...
He's a footnote.
So, we know our part, and we know what the army is going to be doing. How long after the army does their thing and pulls off the distraction do we go? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Long enough?
Enough so that they're distracted, because the army's going to be seen. We don't want the army rushing past us as we're in the castle.
Well, I guess I'll just ask the Merlin. So, once you and the rest of the forces are in there, how much time do you think you'll need to draw their attention?
I guess enough time for any lookouts to spot us and respond.
But once you're in there, we can't see you, so this is gonna have to be on a timer. So how long do you think you'll need? Just give us an estimation, because whatever number you give us, that's how long we're gonna wait before teleporting in.
I think it'd be best to do this simultaneously. So while you're dealing with Gerald, they're sending the army out.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, wait. Okay, where is the army even located? Are they in the castle as well, or are they on the surroundings?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question.
Robert. I mean, it's big enough. The castle's big enough to host it, so yeah.
Well, then again, if we're going right into one of the VIP, the prince's rooms, the army's not going to be there while we're kicking his ass. They're going to be down in the lower levels.
Down at lower levels, and they'll probably leave the castle to defend it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, who's going to think that we we teleported into one of the prince's rooms?
Yeah, that's true.
There's going to be so much hubbub, they're not going to hear us killing him. So they're going to be like, oh, everyone to arms! And just a bunch of noise and screaming. They're like, yeah, we got to get outside.
Okay, so last thing with the boots on the ground, who should we give the key to the nuclear option to? Because, remember, our nuclear option is the kaiju. So
I think put it there in the beginning with Nocturne. Have 2 kaijus with our battle. It's like having Giant Man on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Giant Mans.
Do we want to do this?
Hell yeah! If that kid can control it and Nocturne can protect the kid, then let's release the Ethereal's other brother or sister rather. It's Maggie.
Okay. Okay, so okay.
Oh yeah,
so
Mike. The egg hatched. Your the Ethereal's other sibling is 100 foot tall now. What does it look like? Did we even ask?
Not well, I wouldn't say other sibling, more just one of our experiments, and for what it looks like, let me find a picture.
Yeah, I think I have an idea of what it looks like, but I'll let Ken find the picture.
I remember it was a red egg.
I'm pretty sure it looked like Groudon.
I don't know. We never saw it, did we? We just saw the egg.
Ethereal.
You just saw the egg, but yeah.
I remember Ethereal used her penetrative vision to see inside the egg. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Groudon.
Yeah. If it's 100 foot tall, that's gonna be pretty cool.
Pretty much, but this is what it looks like.
Holy crap, that's cool. Oh, with that at the very beginning, if we can control that thing and have Nocturne back him up with the kid, keep the kid safe. Wait, does the kid actually have to be there, or can she talk to it over a headset?
Well,
oh yes, just place a giant Bluetooth on the dragon.
Well, maybe we could put a marble and she could talk to him across dimensions, right?
This is. I think it would be easier if she was there.
Okay, yeah, we'll just have Nocturne, because Nocturne can bamf out too, so he's the one that would be able to protect her, and then he can also turn into a kaiju as
well. Fenrir, what are you going to be doing?
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot. What are my forces of the Grey doing? We're part of this war too.
Yeah, should the Grey assist, on the ground?
I mean, the King's already going in.
Well, that's honestly up to Tibia. If you want us to bring any of the people of the Grey to fight, I mean, I can imagine Donovan would have a field day there, considering that they conquered two realms he called home.
I see. I believe I'd rather you be in a leading force, but if I am to perish, you will be in control, Fenrir. We're going. What forces have we besides the Dream Warriors?
And the Skeleton Warriors.
Shit. Oh. Could I call upon the Boneyard's help, or would that be a breach of treaty?
They're just kind of they're just the ones that haven't become independent, like you or the Skeleton Bros. They're just hanging around. So if you give them an excuse to fight, that may
They're a third party. So we were always a third party. So we were the ones that keep the war in balance in the first place. We fought the light and the dark. Huh.
So yeah, call them the Skeleton Warriors.
I mean, I guess I technically am the highest ranked out of them now.
Skeleton Warriors.
And it's not like my dad wants anything to do with them. He's oh yeah, one of you guys. They're just sitting there.
What's your dad going to do? He's a bureaucrat.
Well, he's the one that made the third party in the first place. Yeah, it's not bad for business and made balance. So, huh?
Honestly, if anything, you're just going to make it. If anything, you're just going to give them more paperwork because probably a lot of army people are going to die.
Okay, wait, yeah. If we have the Skeleton Warriors fought demons and angels, so they're going to be a good force. And holy crap, I could if I can make them eventually turn into citizens of the Grey, I can have a lot more skeleton people be free from just being mindless.
Your father's Hades, right?
Yeah. He doesn't really care for me.
This is accurate. This is accurate.
This is.
Hades was kind of more personality-wise closer to the Disney's Hercules. Also, I think I made him black.
I think he was in a business suit. I remember that.
He was a bureaucrat. He doesn't fight.
Okay, so crap. Okay. He goes, Fenrir. Do you think? I am the ruler. Is there? After this is all over, perhaps many more of my brethren can become their own persons.
That definitely seems like a project for after this.
Yes,
but
yes.
for now, if they have been waiting there if they have been waiting there since the last war, so if you gave them a purpose now, they'd probably appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay, so we have an army of skeleton warriors and an army of wizards.
Warriors, by the way, that ended the war between heaven and hell, essentially.
Okay, so yeah, we got our skeleton warriors, we got the wizards, and we have Groudon.
And
Is there anything else we need for the frontline assault?
Well, okay, I'll get whatever troops I have with from the Gray along with the skeleton warriors. So,
and if that's the case, do you guys want to leave the U.S. Army in the U.S. then, or?
Yes,
yeah, might as well.
We definitely should. We need Earth protected as well.
Well, I mean, they should probably have some sort of group that helps along with it. I mean, because this is like part of their fight too, so maybe a few units, but like the majority of the army should probably remain behind.
But unless they want to send in the self-termination squad to assist.
Wait a minute, no wait, doesn't who's Wu even leading?
Gavin lead the skeleton warriors.
Yeah, they probably listen to him. Okay, so I kind of like the idea of having like some of the army there because we'll have the army, we'll have skeletons, we'll have fictional like magic people and wizards there. This is like an awesome assault.
We shouldn't send.
If Lexi's plan works, you'll have the Kraken on your side.
Yeah, and ant people. Oh my god, with the U.S. military. Imagine this: the army guys fighting, and there's guys blasting magic. Godzilla's in the background, and a bunch of skeletons are zapping people.
So it's pretty much just the fight from Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, kind of.
It's a 5-year-old's fever dream.
Yeah, exactly. Avengers Endgame.
And then there were skeletons, and then a Godzilla shows up.
Oh, Godzilla was hopping around.
All right, so we're going to meet Shaquille O'Neal, Batman, of Indiana Jones.
Get me Mr. Rogers.
He's dead, Jim.
My favorite comments on the Godzilla.
Get me a necromancer.
It's like my favorite comment on the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. Like, Mom, it's just a movie. 5-year-old. Actually, no. It's like, no. I'm sorry, I've said that wrong. This is like, Mom. That's cute. He's playing with his toys. 5-year-old me. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. All right, so yeah. Oh shit! What do I even say to the skeleton warriors? Like, brethren, it's time to fight. What's this? Yeah!
Where grandson and granddad will bond.
I love that.
And I was actually surprised it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that the Avengers actually once fought Godzilla?
What do you mean once? They fought him multiple times and they got their asses kicked.
Mm-hmm. It's like, Godzilla's canon in the Marvel Universe, and he's still too powerful for anyone in it.
So is Rom Space Knight, but they don't like to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Licensed properties like canons until they lose the license, then they're kind of retconned out.
Isn't Conan the
IDW
Barbarian
buys
also
them.
canon in the Marvel Universe?
He's in the universe right now. He's helping fight against the symbiote god.
It's like, why don't they just make a Conan the Barbarian and have it canon to the MCU?
Because again,
because they already made a Conan movie, and it was awesome.
That and again, John, licensed properties in Marvel are canon until they lose the license.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Okay.
Unless it's weird situations where they somehow own the characters, like, I mean, the Cosmos recent review of a DC comic was like that, where
Okay,
where it was licensed but they still own it, so then the characters showed up in Kevin Smith's run of Green Arrow.
Oh. Wait, Kevin Smith wrote Green Arrow?
Yeah, back in 2001, he did a run.
Oh, cool.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, this is going to be an awesome army. So I gotta gather up the skeletons. Okay, here's the question though. What date? When are we doing this?
Yeah, you all said we were pressed for time. How much time do we have?
I would say as soon as possible.
Well, how soon is that? Because it's going to take time to get all these forces ready.
Mm-hmm.
I guess God speaking, enough time that doesn't matter. We could just kind of wait to you guys being ready.
Okay.
So
what you're saying is enough time for an 80s style montage.
There's been enough time for you guys to gather your forces through the help of the moons. guild is the skeleton warriors and etc. Ready to storm the outside of the castle. You guys are back on Earth, and instead of you stuck in the ground is the small convergent needle that Laura took out of Mr. Blue Sky.
Okay. All right.
From a distance, Laura is holding a remote control. Like, okay, so if you guys are ready, I would for those of you who need to breathe, I recommend you hold your breath.
All right. All right.
Now I do.
Anyone want to say any words before we go to our almost certain death, or just go? Should we just go for it?
Once more into the breach.
I second that. I've been a military brat long enough to know that this is just my life.
Wait.
Let's go. I'll go first to see if I can grab him.
Well, all of you will be transported at once. So.
Wait, do we have our shock muzzle?
Yes,
I got it.
You guys, who's carrying that? Because that's been made.
I'll carry the shark muzzle. Because I imagine it's probably a big thing. It's gonna fit on this guy's head.
Mm.
So yeah, I got the shark muzzle. Who's got the rest of the stuff?
What was the rest of the stuff? Did we get any more oil, or was that just speculative?
So yeah, like who's carrying the bottles of oil and who's carrying the steel wire?
I guess I'll keep it in my dimension, maybe.
Sure.
Maybe God damn it, Slim should have the bottle since he's good at Dex.
Yeah, let's give Slim the bottles of oil.
And each of you were given one of those rock candy potions.
I thought it was 2.
Or 2 of them.
Yeah, we got 2. Yeah, I thought we got 2. Okay. All right.
Well, if that's prepared, she presses a button. Within a flash of light, a flash of light that takes over the area of an orb. All of you, and some of the ground below you, are transported away, where all of you are suddenly surrounded by water, and everyone, roll initiative.
Oh my god, he was there.
Natural 20! Do you want my score or just have a 20?
Add your dex score if it's a nat 20.
Okay, sure. What is my dex? Okay, so 21.
15. Hey, Ken?
Yeah?
Quick question. It was like 5 health every after the first level added on to our HP at first level, right?
Yeah, that's I said that.
Okay, well, my HP was like 30 at that, so then that's 14 level times because like 5, right? That was just
I did the math.
Well, I'm getting like 7 times 70 plus 42 is what? It's
112.
112 plus the HP at regular level. Wouldn't that add that? Like, wouldn't it add on to like the HP we had at level 1? That means all of us should have a higher HP, right?
If yours was 30 at the beginning and it's been 14 levels, then it should be... Look, I did the math. Your health is right where it is. Don't argue, please.
Okay, I'm just like doing the math. Sorry, I was just doing that. I was like, what the heck?
I mean, if you just claim it was 30 at level 1, so we doing the math, then you should only have 100 health. But no, I'll let you have 109 because you probably... Okay. I don't know if you leveled up your strength or con during.
I know it was. I didn't level up any of them. It was like 70 and 42 plus because you said add strength and constitution, and that's only 3, right?
No, just total number of strength and constitution.
Oh yeah, so that's only 3 then. Never mind then. So yeah, never mind. Sorry, I was just thinking that Alpha actually had like a lot less. I thought he would be more because he's our tank. Sorry, just too much math on my page.
All right, let's go.
Anyways.
Ow.
Mike, I need you to roll initiative.
All right. Let's see.
Man, do we have a map?
But this
When
game
have
doesn't
I
have
ever
maps.
used a map in this campaign?
I don't know. I thought maybe for the finale, you might have made one.
I don't know how to use Roll20 yet. I'll have to figure that out for the Final Fantasy campaign.
It's not hard. Like, just we'll walk you through it.
And since you two are tied,
It is
Jayson
pretty
and Grant
complicated.
re-roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you two are tied.
18.
14.
Okay. That's the initiative order, and for music.
All right.
Good thing I went before he did.
And if we put all these names in order, you spell Jim.
Theme for this fight.
There we go.
Ah. So I chose the wrong one.
The reason your hair is thin.
Why am I getting
no matter
ads? I
what
have
hair
ad
growth
blocker.
products you use, your thinning hair is an improvement.
It
All right.
depends on your outfit. It may not always work.
Okay,
You're
so,
on the newer version.
Ken, first things first, since Ken, can I see where our shark friend is?
Roll perception.
Okay. Oh, that's actually not that bad. 15.
The water's pretty murky, but you think you can see a silhouette in the distance.
Well, with my perception roll, can I see where the surface is?
It's you were looking for the shark, not the surface.
Okay. I'd like to use whatever movement I can muster up right now to see if I could just fly around and find the surface to get out of the water.
Roll to fly out.
Sure. And that's a dex check for me. So that's a natural 19, which my dex is +1, so unnatural 20.
Like a rocket, you shoot out the water, breaking through the surface, and you're above the pool.
All right. Do I still have an action?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well. All right. Well, if am I allowed to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you check in?
It's all right.
The first time ever.
All right. So
No, I just walk in at my place.
So since
That's
I'm
what
out
I
of the
usually
water,
do.
I'm just gonna yell at the top of my lungs. Remember me? Chump change.
I did.
So I
What'd
got
you call him?
chump change.
I like that.
That was a little.
Remember me?
As you shout that, where he can't hear you because he's underwater.
Oh.
Mike,
Uh-huh.
roll for dodge.
All right. That is a.
I would like to cast Fireball.
It's an 8.
8 for Fireball.
Okay. Okay, Slim. While you're in the water, still getting your bearings, something goes through you. That's a harpoon. And suddenly you're dragged through the water, and you're dragged across the water, and you're now face to face with the shark man,
Oh, shit, I
holding a
forgot he had
harpoon
that.
gun.
Well, hello there.
And let's see if it and you took 5 damage from that.
All right.
So harpooning you and dragging you was both of his actions, so you're up.
I forgot he had that.
That was not very smart for you to put me in close range, shotgun.
How are you saying this underwater?
Shotgun with what was it? I think it was lightning, magic stunning bullets. That it won't electrocute me, but it'll sure as fuck have the capacity to electrocute him.
In salt water.
You take a shot.
Well, let's just see what it does.
So you're gonna shoot the electric bullets underwater.
Yes.
Well, it'll electrocute him, not me, as written in the bullets. Because they
Okay.
mostly just have the ability to paralyze enemies, it states.
Okay, roll the hit.
All right, that is a dependent characteristic. 24.
Tie goes to player.
Aha! Okay, so if hit, the target's dex mod goes to +04. Let me roll. Ooh. 2 rounds. So 2 rounds, his dex mod becomes 0. And for damage, let me see. That's the shotgun plus that. So that's 6, 7. He takes 8 damage. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, getting that dex
So
down's gonna be good.
since this is underwater, double that damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So that went to 16 right there. Yeah, 8's doubled, and I forget the combat in that one. If we get multiple actions or just one action.
You could.
I mean, I'm gonna
You
try
get
to.
2 actions.
I'm gonna try to get that harpoon out of me. What would that be?
I guess strength.
Oof.
We'll see how this goes. That's a 15.
That's gonna hurt.
You pull it out and take an additional 1 point of damage.
Oof.
You got lucky.
I got 90 health. I'm fine. I can shoot myself in the face with a shotgun for healing.
My
Totally.
bullets will heal you for negative damage.
Yes. And that's the end of my turn.
So Tibia, you're up.
Did we all see Slim get harpooned and taken?
Yeah, you saw him got scored. You saw him get dragged like scorpion underwater.
Even me, who's above the water?
You can see silhouettes, but that's about it.
All right.
Okay, first and foremost, we're all still in the water. Let's see. Let's see. He got dragged off your flow. So my 2 remaining companions, can I put them in one bubble like I did when we went to the bottom of the ocean?
You could, if you want, yes.
How are you going to get the water out of it?
I'll drain it. I can like suck the air out of the things. I'm assuming I can push the water out. So I'll bubble you 2, and then I'll rise us to the surface of the water. And I guess then you'll be able to see where the where all the land is. Can I still see Slim or no?
Well, I say bubbling and rising up above the water were both your actions.
Okay. Should I roll for the bubble or no? Like in case he tries to attack us, should I roll for that?
Sure.
Yeah. Never know. Maybe I'll get a nat 1 and I just don't make the bubble. No, that's a 24.
Okay, it's a decent bubble. So you, Hollow, and Uriel are now in this air bubble above the water.
Okay, yeah. So I'll make and I'll drain the water out. All right, look for the land, and we've got to help our friend there.
So you're up, Jayson.
Could teleport in and grab him, teleport him into the bubble. Is there enough room for him?
Yeah. I held all of you guys in one bubble when we went to the bottom of the ocean at one time.
That's fair. All right. Can I see the silhouette of Slim Pickens down there?
Well, perception.
Oh, shoot.
What's perception? What modifier?
Wisdom.
13.
The 2 silhouettes, you can figure out which one's Slim based on, he's the smaller one.
How awkward would it be if I thought I got it?
As we all know, Slim has always been rough and sandpapery.
And
Do we all have Avengers comlinks?
Mm-hmm.
We have the
we have the marbles, yeah. We can talk without speaking.
Slim, I'm coming to you.
Oh no, what did you do, Jayson?
Did you drop a car on yourself?
That one, teleportation.
Well, at least you weren't attacking him.
So,
Counterspell?
I'm
trying to think of how to make this fail. You teleport to about where Alpha is, and you fall back into the water, and fall back in water, belly flopping, You take 5 damage.
Ooh. Ow, pink belly.
And since those are both your actions. So you're up, Zach.
If my brain wasn't stuck on ballista, Tibia. Bye, Alpha.
So I guess you just saw Hollow teleport just to do a epic belly flop where I meant just like a cartoon where he hits, he floats there for a second, then slowly sinks.
And then we all hold up score signs like 5, 4, 3.4.
Alpha holds up a 1.
God damn it, Germany!
I'm still in the water, right?
No, I got you out.
Oh.
I was trying to get some Pickens out of there, and I failed horribly.
All right, let's see. Fire, they're underwater, so fire's pretty useless. Can I roll perception to see if I can identify the Gerald-shaped form in the water? All right. 24.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell which one's which.
Alright.
Yeah, you can even make out Hollow sinking to the slowly sinking.
Slowly sinking.
That's a problem. Shadow Spike.
Nice.
Alright, Shadow Spike. Oh, 15.
He rolled a nat 20, so he gets the counter.
Oh no.
Roll. So since he's a distance away, you take 8 damage as the harpoon springs out of the water, goes through the bubble, hits you, Uriel, and you're dragged all the way to him.
I think he's mad.
Damn it! I just look at the like the bubble I made from. Damn it!
So,
I thought this was going to be the easy part of the mission.
No, it's okay. We're not lost.
I'm underwater.
We're not lost.
So yes, Uriel, you're now a cat kebab next to Slim.
Shoots the cat.
That was your first action, another one, but yeah.
How much damage did you take?
He took 8 damage.
8? Oh, you're fine.
Well, if I'm near the shark man...
Fireball!
Did you get close enough distance, Ken?
I mean, he's holding the harpoon gun, and you're stuck on the harpoon because you're
I'm
pretty
gonna
small.
claw this fucker.
Should we take some of those on Sunday?
Clawing him!
Damn it, Jayson.
15 again.
You hit. Roll for damage.
1d6. Max damage 13.
Okay, you scratch the shark man across the face, but hold on.
Yeah.
As you scratch him, you feel the coarseness of his skin.
Yeah.
We rotated them pretty nicely.
Yeah, and you take 4 damage as you scratch him.
Oh yeah, he does that.
Totally worth it.
Yeah.
I have damage resistance. I can resist that.
And I end my turn by saying into the water. Uriel will be an optimist.
Back to the top of the order, so John.
Okay, here's my question. What I want to do is fly down into the water and put the muzzle on his face. What I want to know is, do I have to grapple him first before I put the muzzle on his face, or can I just do
Almost
that?
certainly.
Okay, so it's going to take my action to get down there to him and my action to grapple, so I'd have to put it on next turn?
Yes.
But luckily, because of Slim, his dex score is 0, so...
But not his strength, though.
Well, yeah, it's a strength check to grapple him, but...
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing.
Okay, so...
For hitting him, it's easier, but...
Alright, so since I can see since I know which silhouette he is, I'm gonna just fly down and strength to grapple him. My strength is insane. But can I play martial arts to this?
Yeah, that was fun.
It does. I mean, it should.
Yeah, it's a grapple.
Okay, so Okay, so then that's plus 11, not plus 6.
Holy
So
shit.
yeah. So yeah, that's 18 plus 11, so 29.
Nice.
You grappled around him.
So yeah, like I don't know what this does, but like Prometheus just like dives back into the water and just like grabs him by the arms. And
I
is
mean,
just, like,
as you grab him due to his rough skin, you take 7 damage.
reduced to 3 because durability.
Mhm.
Yes, I think.
Dude, I'm imagining you're pulling some Brazilian jiu-jitsu shit on the shark, man.
Oh, I'm just picturing him putting him in the full Nelson.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. That is what I'm doing. I'm holding his arms back, but I still got the muzzle. I think actually, yeah, I got the muzzle in my arm. One of you can take it from me and do this.
And someone also get rid of that harpoon gun.
But since it's his turn, seeing you, a smile goes across his face as he says 3 simple words: "Feed me more."
I ain't letting go of him.
And yes, he says that through the water.
Well, he's an aquatic creature. I suspected that.
He's first going to roll strength to try to shake you off.
All right. That's a 25.
Yeah, he rolled a total of 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since he can't shake you off, he's then going to, since he's still holding onto a harpoon gun, he's going to bite Uriel.
No.
Uriel, since you're stuck on the harpoon, don't add your dex to the dodge, I guess. Well, actually, no, roll for disadvantage.
Oh, no.
Well, that was going to be a 24, but now it's an 8.
Aw.
That cat's gonna be food.
So the cat that's on it, he takes a bite out of you, taking a chunk of flesh.
Oh, you haven't hurt him.
There's not much left there.
Uriel's a big cat. He's a Maine Coon.
Those are
Yeah,
heavy.
Uriel's a big cat.
You lose some weight, Uriel.
Also, I'm not going to just have him eat Uriel in one bite. That's not fair. But he deals a total of 9 damage and regains that for himself.
Son of a bitch, I forgot about
Damn it,
that.
you're healing him.
This is why we got the muzzle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's now Slim's turn.
Take the muzzle from me and put it on him.
No, I'm gonna just freeze him. Ice
Okay.
bullet. I'm gonna just freeze him. Try to hit him and freeze him so he can't stop you. So first shot.
Okay.
Oh, that'll miss.
Yeah.
That's an 8. That'll probably miss.
Yeah, you miss.
Try it again.
You miss. The bullet goes out and just freezes a chunk of the water in the distance.
Oh, that's
Okay,
bad.
second shot, I'm gonna try it with 18.
You hit. Roll for damage.
And he'll be frozen.
And so,
Because this is probably one of my least damage.
frozen
Texas.
and grappled by Prometheus.
And I remember from the last fight, I'm stronger than he is. He just hits like a truck and recovers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is 12 damage, and he is
Okay.
frozen.
Okay,
Don't
so
see counter. I assume he rolls like a strength check or something to get out.
how frozen works. So he won't be able to move or attack unless he rolls a strength to bust out of the ice.
There you go. Now he's easier to muzzle.
It's like, yeah, and you guys can get out of the water.
So, but now it's Tibia's turn.
All right, so am I close enough to see the Prometheus holding the muzzle?
I would say since you're above the water, since they're all close together, it's kind of
Okay.
it's kind of just a big blob with the 4 of them.
Okay, so I'll float into the water so I can see, and then since I don't have to hold my breath, and then I want to use telekinesis since he's frozen and just put the muzzle on him and latch it up with telekinesis.
Okay, I guess we'll to. I mean, there's going to be no challenge to do that. So I don't think you even need the roll.
Okay.
But I mean, you can if you. Actually, I mean, I guess roll just to see if you don't get a nat 1.
Please don't be a nat 1. It's not a nat 1, it's 14 on the die. Plus whatever, all my shit.
You placed the muzzle on the frozen shock, man.
Great. Well, that was my move and my action, so I guess that's my turn. I'll just say, well, should we get out of the water?
Can you speak underwater?
I can. I don't got lungs. I can breathe underwater, too.
Yeah, you gained water breathing from Dr. Valiant.
Through my bones, I guess.
It's Jason's turn. You're flowing in the water, Jayson. But yeah, you.
So she likes me?
Yes.
We didn't see the land. Did we see the land at all when we were out in the bubble?
What you saw that the ladder led up to like a ledge that was like about 2 feet wide and a door like it somewhere. Like it was easy to spot. Like it was plainly there.
How far away is it from us?
At the surface of the water, it's about I would say it's about a 15-foot climb up a ladder.
All right. Do I need a perception to see who's closest to me?
If you want.
13. Oh.
I would say Tibia is closer to you than the rest of the group.
Oh. Because Tibia can get out on his own.
Yeah.
Wait. No, I don't know what I'll do. If I'm close to you, then I don't have to move to you. So I'm just going to use gravity to try to hold the shark in place.
He is getting grappled on all fronts.
But the others can get on over here.
Yeah. Because you guys need to escape.
Come on. Be cool. Be cool.
Being cool vibes bringing beam to you.
Shut up! 14. Try not to
you. Please. I guess if you're doing the gravity, you're pushing him down deeper into the depths of the pool, where since Prometheus grappled and Uriel is still on the harpoon, you drag them down as well.
Oh no!
Cut him loose! Cut him loose!
It's fine.
This is fine.
Cut them loose!
So that's your first action. Actually, no, wait, you rolled perception, so your turn, Uriel.
Free yourselves!
Uriel! I'm gonna shadow spike this son of a bitch.
Get out of there!
Working on it!
He can't dodge right now, right now, can he?
You could pull the harpoon out, but that would
hurt.
hurt.
I mean, Zach could miss.
That's true.
Let's see.
If he rolls in that one.
Shadow spike at close range. Let's see, that's 13 plus 19.
You hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah. 2d4 plus 6.
That's bullcrap. You can't loop YouTube videos on your phone. I was wanting to play the music.
13 damage. Again.
Well, the depths of the last showers in the depths of the water as spikes just go into the frozen shock, man.
Dude, that's metal, like shadow spikes coming out of the water.
And then for my second action, I'm going to try and sever the harpoon from the gun. I'm going to try and break free of that so I can get up to where there's sweet, sweet, sweet oxygen.
So you're not going to sever that from the gun or just pull yourself off the harpoon?
Yeah, I'm going to pull myself off the harpoon.
Okay, roll strength to do that.
19.
You pull yourself off, and as you do that, you take 1 point of damage.
Uriel is screaming fuck, it's just that none of you can hear it. Underwater.
Scream through the marble, we'll be able to hear you.
Back to the top of the order, Prometheus.
All right. I don't know what the name of this is, but I want to take both of his arms, bend them behind his back, and just put my knee into his spine, kind of like Bane.
If you could, I mean, you could try it. He's frozen, so good luck doing that.
Out of the water.
Regardless, I do want to put a knee into his spine because I'm gonna break off of him and fly back up out of the water after this.
Grab the cat.
Me!
Grab the cat.
Actually, yeah. You know what? Fuck hurting him. Fuck hurting him. I'll do that. I'll let go. Okay. I'll let go. Grab the cat and fly up out of the water. Is that my full turn? Because if it isn't, I would like to. Okay, then next when it comes back up to, I'm gonna stay above the water, and when it comes back up to me, I'm gonna press the button.
Okay.
What about Hollow and Slip?
I am not resisting, by the way. I am not resisting. Take me.
Won't they get electrocuted from this thing too?
So I guess roll to fly him out of the water.
Okay, that's a 13.
You grab him and you burst through the surface. You're above the water holding this wet ass pussy.
Oh my god.
Oh
God
yeah.
damn it.
Uriel, ha! Ha!
Our few David Bowie, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Shark's turn.
Thank you.
He was frozen today.
So yeah, it's his turn. So he's going to roll strength to burst out of the ice. Let's see. Say with he does struggle a bit, but he does burst out of it.
Oh no!
All right.
Do I still have him?
Yeah, you still have him in the gravity, which he's not going to roll to break out of that.
Come on.
Let's see, you originally rolled 19, right, for the gravity?
He did.
14.
I remember.
It was 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he, with his strength, swims out of your hold.
Okay, this is good. We made him waste his turn.
And, yeah, Slim's up now.
Time to unleash the power of God into him.
Oh lord.
Holy bullets. First shot, nat 20.
Oh yeah! Too bad it wasn't
Okay, yeah, you hit, roll for damage, and of course double it. Actually,
Right.
since this is a crit, yeah, you can describe exactly what you're doing.
All right. Let me roll the damage first. So I'm going to go for the shotgun. This. Oh, Jesus. Okay. One, and that's holy bullets, so that adds my wisdom and plus that. Wisdom, which is already 20. My highest stat. I'm a very wise character. So that's 44 damage. Because I rolled it for 22 with the holy and such, since that's my highest damaging abilities. 44. As he basically, does he have the muzzle on him right there?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
I'm just going to basically shove the shotgun and gut shot him.
Yeah.
With holy damages. So basically going...
You point blank shoot with the shotgun, the buckshot goes all up into him, like
Yes.
a bunch of blood spurts out, so the water around you starting to turn red.
Get out of the water.
How long? I've been in the water a while. I should probably get out of the water. How close am I to the ceiling? How close am I to the surface?
If you swim up, that'll be the action. Okay.
And his skull stayed on fire.
Nice.
Water in the fire. Water in the
Holy
fire.
fire.
Why?
His hat stayed on the entire time. He didn't have to do it. Just was there. Not even a holy hat. It's his pure black outfit. And that's his action.
Yeah, nice. Good job, Mike.
Okay, so Tibia, you're up.
Quick question. Do we know how much electrical charge is in this muzzle? Like, would it shock anybody in the water?
Probably.
Okay,
get
in that
out
case,
of the water.
I'm going to levitate Slim and Hollow out of the water with me. Whoop. With,
Okay, that'll be whole action, so roll for that.
Yeah. That'll be with them. That'll be 21. So we're out of the water.
Yeah, you're all above the water.
And I just tell Uriel to press the button since he's being held by Alpha. Or, I mean, Prometheus. Push it!
I mean, it's Jason's turn unless, you're willing to let him...
Yeah, I'll move him over there if possible. I mean, I thought we were all together in a group now.
I mean, you can, so... I guess it doesn't matter who pushes the button if you're activating the muzzle.
Well, I have the button, so I guess I could give it to Uriel if he wants to.
or Hollow, because it's Hollow's turn.
Yeah.
Well, he would have to, I think, to get over to me to do it.
We're buying you guys. We floated up to you.
Okay. So I guess with that in mind, I'll just hold out the button and say, "You want to do the honors?"
Okay, Jayson. Roll a net 20. Not a net 20, a D20.
Yeah, that's like a lot for me. Oh no, 4.
Oh no.
I guess it's just it malfunctions slightly as he only takes 4 damage.
Oh, with these D20 damage.
Working.
Oh, yeah. Try it again.
Press 17.
Well, it seemed like it was only 1 charge, so that plan for.
Okay. All right. Well.
Oh wait, 4 is 8 damage because he's in the water, right?
Well, that's why I did the D20 because water.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So it was a dud, but we still got it on him. So like.
Well, now all we have to do is have Slim just start shooting electrical bullets into the water.
And yeah, I guess Hollow could keep him in the water.
So
you guys
I don't know. So I mean, I didn't tell you to roll that 17. You just did. So I guess you have another action.
Okay. Are we in the air still?
Yes.
All right. I'll try and push him down. No, I'll do a shockwave attack on him.
Ooh, a depth charge.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Roll the hit.
Oh, come on. 16.
Tie goes the player.
Woo!
Yeah. Top damage, 1d8. 9 damage.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Sea creatures do not like depth charges.
No, they do not.
Toss the remote back to Alpha, like, not like, just like frustrated.
I got it. Gotcha.
So, Uriel's turn.
In my loving embrace.
Oh.
Hacking.
And,
Well, fire's useless because he's still underwater.
Unless boil the water.
That would take a while.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of calories it takes to turn 1 gallon of water into a boiling pot of water, yeah, no. Well, Shadow Spike. I really gotta fix this document. 9.
You miss.
Well, let's try that again. 11.
You miss.
I'm having a great day.
Back to top of the order. Your turn, Alpha.
All right. So can I see where land is?
Yeah. Like I said, there's that 2-foot space.
I'm going to fly over there and drop off Uriel, and then I'm going to just I want to put myself so I'm in the air in between where the ledge to this place is and where the party is going to stand, and I guess all I can do from here is shoot him right now, so I'll do that.
Okay, roll the hit.
Okay,
and it's been 2 turns, so he has his odds back.
Oh no.
Okay, let me just. Okay, energy projection is +4. Okay, so that's a not that great. That's a 15.
You hit. Roll for damage.
I still hit. Oh, okay. Crap. Like energy production 1d4 plus con. My con mod is 5. That is 6 damage.
Okay, that was your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
We gotta get this harpoon gun out of his hands.
No, we need to make sure he doesn't get that muzzle off of his face.
Yeah, that is still keeping him from biting. That's true.
Slam roll for dodge.
Oh no! Why him?
Because
That's
I
a
randomly rolled.
That's a 7.
Okay, so the harpoon bursts out of the water, hits you, and drags you back under.
Not again.
Oh no, not again.
And you take a total of 6 damage.
Oh, how many times do I have to keep teaching you?
The harpoon gun is a 2-turn attack, so that was his whole or 2 action attacks. So that's his whole turn. So you're up.
Oh, look. Close range again. I know that.
How many times are
Shotgun!
we
And is it ice?
Shotgun, 20 unnatural.
You hit. Roll for damage.
All right, holy.
Holy.
That's... 20 damage with holy bullet, first shot.
Okay. Your shot goes into him as once again blood spurts everywhere. As consciousness fades from his eyes and he slowly sinks down. He's not dead, but he's out.
Whoa!
Ow.
We got him?
Well, let's kill him.
You do have another action if you wish.
I'm gonna pull the fucking harpoon out of myself.
Okay, roll to do that. Also, knocked out. He let go of the harpoon gun.
Yep, 18.
You pull it out and take 4 damage.
Ow. I'm fine. I didn't take a lot of damage in this fight. I'm just down to 8.
You see, working together does wonders.
Yeah. What the fuck, Jayson?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
Okay, so Tibia, you're up. If you want to finish him off,
We beat him? Okay. Like Tibia's like surprised, like, wait, we beat him already? Okay, then, I have a messed up idea. I'm thinking of teleporting him into a sushi restaurant.
Oh,
into
God.
a sushi
No.
kitchen.
Remember, he's still alive. He's just
Are we the
unconscious.
heroes? Well, are you guys the heroes? My gun tells me to kill people, and I'm blameless because it's from God.
Well, there's nowhere else we can send him at this moment. I mean, I can't teleport
unless
him
you just want to leave.
Let's just kill him.
Leave. What's he gonna do?
Wake up and come find us again.
Yeah.
On land.
Yeah, but that's we don't need a surprise bite butt.
What if
Or
we
butt
seal the
bite.
door behind us?
Nah, this is a problem for another day, but he is... You know what? How about... Wait, is the Merlin on the front lines, or is he still managing, like, the...
He's on the front lines, like, commanding the wizards.
Who's manning our magical prison, then? Is anybody?
What?
If you're referring to Breeze Island, because that's being run by Paterus.
Yeah, I mean, I could just, if he's there, I could just give him a call and say, hey, we got a live one coming to you.
I could cook him.
I mean, he's passed out. He's not going to do anything. We can, he's beaten, so we can, beat his ass later again, but...
What are we going to learn? We can't interrogate him. What are we going to learn from a dumb as brick shark person?
I know, I just don't like the idea of curb stomping someone when they're out. If they die while it's in the middle of battle, it's different.
I have no problem
I'm
doing it.
a cat!
Yeah, let me and Uriel do it.
Do it.
You know what? All right, fine. I'll just Use telekinesis. I'll pull him up out of the water, and I'd like to take that harpoon gun off of him. Mine.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh,
it's it's just like pulled it out of his body. It's now sinking to the bottom of the pool.
Can I pull that out of the water too then? Like, whoop?
I guess, if you want it.
Yeah, because that harpoon gun, maybe that'll come in handy against Cheetah Lady.
Maybe.
So I'll hold on to the harpoon gun, and I'll just pull his limp body out of the water. I'll look the rest and go, oh, good job, Slim, I say to your water-logged form down there. So, now what? I look at Alpha, and I look at Prometheus. Do you still need his arm? Are you going to attach it to yourself?
No, but but if we're keeping him alive, I'd like to take his arms.
That takes too much time. How about this?
Not for me.
I can light him on fire.
Is there a way we can just make him like awake for the moment when they kill him, so at least he sees who kills him? Like, so Prometheus.
He doesn't get the satisfaction of that.
No,
I think Prometheus wants
in the
that.
Dark.
I think Prometheus
Let him die
wants
in the
him
dark
to
like
suffer.
a dog.
I don't care how he dies. I just want him dead.
Well, I'm just holding him there then. Like, oh.
Zach and Jayson comes before me in the initiative order, so I think they get priority over how he decides to die.
He bit me.
Well, I used both my actions anyway, so I'm holding them both up. I got the harpoon gun now.
Jayson, your turn. What do you do to the unconscious shark man?
Okay. Since Ken's counting down. If Ken's counting down, I'll just kill him. I'll just run up and punch my fist.
I'm not a murderer.
All right. I'll punch my fist through his mouth and like up through him. Like, you ever seen that image of Dr. McNinja where he punches through the zombie and it like comes out of his skull?
I've never heard of Dr. McNinja.
But like pretty much I punch through his mouth, but then I like make it into an uppercut where it goes to the top of his head.
You Ricky.
I guess roll for damage to see if you do enough to kill him with that.
You Ricky.
Are we supposed to?
That's a
not kill people.
That's a natural 17 and plus 11. Wait, you were asking me to roll for damage, not to hit.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
This is war.
I just don't want to become Noob Saibot when I die, okay?
Okay, add strength modifier to damage. What do I roll? Okay, D4.
I mean, I have an excuse for killing people.
Oh, that's a 4! So,
I'm
4.
a cat.
Okay, so 4 plus... My strength mod is plus 7, so plus 4. That's 11 damage.
Okay, his health's now negative 15, so you, I guess as you say, just punch through his head.
Uh-huh.
And is it with your real arm or your robot arm?
The robot arm, just to add insult to injury.
Okay, so you punch through his head, pull it back out, your robot arm's now just covered in Sharkman blood.
Is the Sharkman dead?
Yeah, I just said he's dead.
His head's off.
Okay,
that was
I said his health was on negative 15. It's negative 10 is death.
Oh.
All right.
What the hell is that?
Oh shit. Let me get rid of that. While I'm doing this, you guys go ahead and talk.
I go, well, one down. And I look at the harpoon gun. God, what are the stats of this thing?
Takes 2 turns to use. It takes your full turn to use, and it's 2d6 damage.
And what stat does it use?
Yeah,
it's just 2d6 damage.
This is pretty much what I did.
No, I meant what stat does it use to fire it? Is it strength or dex?
Nothing.
Oh, it just takes your full turn and it hits?
Yeah.
Oh,
not that it hits. No, not that it hits. No, there's no modifier for when he fires it.
Oh, so it's just a straight D20?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
It'll come in useful when we face the cheetah lady if we can harpoon her.
But yeah, like while my fist is going through him, I'll just go, how does that taste, bitch?
Kill stealer. I did all the work.
So you say that, I assume you let go of the body, which just falls back in the water with a huge splash and just sinks down. Slim, you watch the partly headless body like float down past you.
Proceeds to shoot it and heal body back up to health.
You can't heal death.
Yeah. After this is
I'm gonna need to pop down to Satan for a quick second. Can I get that soul back temporarily?
After this is done, I'm gonna turn back to the rest of the party, and as I land on the platform with them, I'm just gonna go, thank you for that. That was so much more satisfying than I imagined it would be. So, thank you. Thank you.
I was gonna eat fried shark, but okay.
I mean, we can always come back for it. That pool is very cold. It's not like he'll rot.
We do not have time for this. Can I get on the marble to Woo and just ask? Cause like, Woo, we're in. How are you guys doing on the front line?
Roll to do that.
Oh, roll to contact? Okay, that's a natural 19. I don't know what modifier this is.
-4.
You say that. You don't hear anything back.
Son of a
Oh.
bitch.
Well, they're dead.
I'll just say to the group, something in here is jamming our communications. We need to get moving, preferably fast.
What would Tibia know what could block like his marbles? What sort of like if it's like a machine or something?
I say, you know what? Roll wisdom, roll perception, Grant.
Perception. 13.
You don't know.
I'm going to assume this is Jack's trickery. Ah! And Tibia grits his teeth even harder.
Regardless, we have a plan. We should probably enact it. Let's get moving.
How are we doing?
Meeting. Everyone knows their part.
Yeah. How's everyone doing for health? Should we have Slim shoot us a bit?
Yeah, I wasn't hit, so like, who does need a healing bullet from
cat?
Pickens?
Like 5 health.
Open wide.
Yeah, I'm down 22 health. So
Got it shooting the cat. Like, how long do I have to? Could I just say I shot them up to max?
I mean, I did give you guys those healing things anyways,
We
but
want to save those.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah,
this
we're
is why I
gonna save
came as a
those.
healer, so we don't have to use those for this small one.
we're saving our ether potions for the final boss.
Yeah.
I just since I don't want you just
Saving the
abuse-
BFG for
since-
the real boss.
Since I don't
Yes,
want you,
exactly.
since I don't want you,
Sorry.
since I don't want you abusing your healing gun, I'll say you could shoot each person once for health, but that's it. Not
I'm
the
good.
max.
I'm good. I didn't get hit.
I only lost 5, so I'm fine for now.
Shoot
Okay,
the cat.
I'll shoot the cat. I'm only down 16 health. That's not a lot. I'll be fine, and I can just shoot myself in combat.
Yeah, I'm down by a fifth.
Yeah, get the cat.
Should I roll for the health or?
Roll to see how much you heal him by.
No shit. Drop the dice.
Uriel literally sits back on his hind legs and does this.
16.
Yay!
At the hit, or is that how much health he gets back?
Is he dodging the shot?
I'm not dodging the shot. I'm literally sitting on my hind legs, raising both my paws up and doing the hit me.
Shot. 16 health.
Okay.
As he falls across the room.
Splash.
Okay, and I guess with that, since you defeated Gerald, you're now in the castle, and you're going to have to travel through it next session.
Oh,
that was it.
man.